I'm single. I'm recently single too. I was in a 6-year relationship. We broke up. I found this out. If you break up with somebody after a long relationship, it's actually harder on the families than it is on the two people, right? That break. Our mother came to me. She's like, Chris.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all today? It is the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. We're coming at you live on Govs Radio from Governor's Comedy Club right here on Long Island, Levittown, the world-famous Governor's Comedy Club. Sally's here, I'm here, and the big reveal. Eric has had his sex change, the sex change he's always wanted, and there he is. Hope everybody's doing well, and here in our neck of the woods, it is raining. It's raining pretty heavy. So we're off to a crazy start. What do we got? She's got number 4. Okay. Yeah. So Sally and I are here. Eric has been suspended, ladies and gentlemen. Courtney's here, too. Eric has been suspended. Turns out that he's been stalking Valentina, and she has a restraining order against him, so he's not here. He wasn't allowed in the building today. He may never be allowed back in. So no Eric today, but that's okay. So we're here. We're hanging out. Valentina, good morning. Valentina Janik is here.
Hi, how are you?
There we go. You're right now. It's been a crazy morning for you.
It has been a crazy morning with the rain.
Are you on Facebook? Like typically,
yes.
If you hand me your phone, I'll like put you on so that you're live too, and it goes on your thing.
So everybody can see you.
I'm like sharing here left and right, so I'm happy to do that too.
Tell me how to do it, and then you got to also send me how to put your thing on my website and all. I'm bad with all that.
Put your thing on our website, Sally.
I will absolutely do that.
All right, so we'll just give them a second to set up here as we say good morning, everybody. Hello, Jeff. Oh, Eric and Kenny are both watching. Had some. Oh, you know what? So as they're getting settled and they're sharing and doing all that stuff, we would like to wish our friend Chris Monty congratulations. His wife had a girl.
Oh,
all right. Are you catching up?
I'm doing the internet
right
stuff, so
yeah, you can't multitask.
Congrats,
no.
baby girl.
I want to really talk about Chris's baby.
Just in time for Father's Day.
That's right. Perfect gift for Father's Day. Chris Monty, one of our good friends here, great comedian. Olivia Rose, I believe, was the name. I hope I got that right. So congratulations to Chris Monty on the birth of his little girl, his first child. Jeff Posey says, glad you brought your accountant in today. Yeah, she's got all sorts of stuff going on here. Wow, you're like, wow. Are we getting sued? There's a lot of stuff going on here.
We do a lot of things at the Breakfast Club.
I see that. Look at that. And Joe Carletto was watching. Joe Carletto's watching you this morning.
Hi, Joe.
Joe's a good man. And we last week, Jackie the Joke Man Martley was here. We told him you were coming in. He got all excited.
I know. I got a nice little email from him.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yes.
He said, "Stay away from these people." Did he say that?
No, but he was he was very nice. So, well, I'm nice, so
absolutely.
We're all nice together.
Oh, well, that'll be my first question to you, Valentina. How in the world do you know everybody? How did that happen?
How do you know that?
We did our
'Cause
research.
everyone knows that you know everyone.
That is really something. Well, how did it happen? Well, because originally I came from media. Okay, I
Yeah.
worked in a great magazine in the technology world.
Oh,
And I learned how to know everyone.
okay.
And the biggest thing that helped me know everyone was taking my name back to Valentina from Tina. Because nobody forgets your name when you're Valentina.
Is that right?
Yes.
So I should change my name to Valentina?
No, but
Valentina
now
Walker?
one of your
No?
comedy guys gave me a new name.
Oh, is
because
that
I
right?
did a little stint the other night.
Oh, that's on my list here too. This
yeah,
was
you guys
did.
are like, I haven't even shared yet. You guys are like mowing through every single freaking thing.
Now I'm getting yelled at, Valentina.
Okay.
Vinnie Mara, who
Vinnie
I met
Mara.
at your show.
That's right.
We became kind of friends.
And your life has not been the same since.
No, he's crazy.
Yeah.
But he's gave me a name, Tina Valentina.
Tina Valentina.
That's my comedy name.
Oh,
But my real name in business, I'm very
Right.
professional at the club, is
Right.
Valentina.
All right. So you just mentioned Vinny, and I just automatically get confused. He gave, so that's you have your stage name,
This is brand new. Vinny gave it to me the night he met me.
right?
And then he's like, "You're funny." I'm like, "Okay, I'm funny." But, we just laughed a lot, and that was it.
So, but what did you do? You actually did your debut. You actually got on stage and did a little bit.
The other night, last Tuesday night,
And
which
you-
was a joke. It was funny.
And you've been around for a while. You know everybody, but this was your first time actually going on
the
stage.
Breakfast Club did a little comedy night.
All right, so let's backtrack. Tell us about the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club started out 13 years ago
Yeah.
because I was out of work.
Oh,
I
okay.
had a great job my whole life. Loved it.
This was the magazine,
Yes. It
Okay.
was called CRN,
CRN.
and it was Computer Reseller News. It was a technology mag.
Oh, so it wasn't Crosby, Robinson, and Nash.
No, it was serious, but I loved the job. I was there a very long time. And then I got kicked out because of the boom and all the problems with financial and, technology.
Right.
And basically, I used to meet with a lot of people that were very experienced and, as we say, old. We don't feel old, but we're called old. And we used to meet at a diner on 110, who's no longer in service, thank God. And he threw us out of the diner one day.
What, you're getting thrown out of a lot of places.
Yes.
What's going on here?
He threw us out of the diner.
Like, why? Because you guys were like getting like, I'll have water with 3 ice cubes and
Not
all
really.
the napkins.
He paid our way. We had nice breakfast. We're all.
Then what was his
hefty.
problem?
He wasn't a very nice guy, and he said we stayed too long, and he wanted us to keep ordering.
Oh, yeah,
but the
okay.
diner was empty.
Right.
And we used to go there a lot because it was right in the middle on 110, because we have Nassau and Suffolk people.
Right on the corner of Hempstead Turnpike?
No,
Oh.
110.
No, but I'm saying right 110 on the corner by Hempstead Turnpike. there?
Yeah. So it was called the Sweet Hollow, actually, then.
Oh, okay.
But they're no longer there.
All right, but so you were out of a job. So you figured what? I'm going to start a breakfast club,
Well, we just used to meet to help each other.
like a
And I
networking
used to,
club.
Yes, I
oh,
used
okay.
to meet these people in interviews because we used to go for high jobs because we had good jobs.
All right, we're not getting involved in drugs. If you guys are getting high,
No. And what happened was when you were in the interview, right?
yeah.
You'd be in a conference room getting interviewed by 10 highfalutin, mostly men.
Right.
Okay. And then you'd come out and the girl we'd start talking. So all those people, we got to be friendly because we'd see them at every interview because we
Oh,
were
I
all
see.
going for the same jobs.
Kind of like you see like casting calls, like people
Yes.
like auditioning for the
Exactly.
same role or
So
something.
what happened as a result was we became friends. So we started meeting at the diner after the interviews or whatever. Little by little, we became very close friends.
Okay.
And we got thrown out of the diner one of the mornings we were there. We had been there, once a week. And that was the day that we went out to the car. Here we are, professional men and women. It was 1 man, 4 women.
Okay.
And I said, I'm calling a newspaper. So we did. We called Newsday. And they said, who the hell are you? I go, well, remember the Breakfast Club movie? We're the seniors of that movie. And that's how the Long Island Breakfast Club was formed.
That's good.
And we also met the kids from the movie. They were on our website on the phone. If people go to my website, you'll see the pictures. We met them all because they were like, who are you people?
All right. Hang on a second. So you call Newsday out of nowhere.
Yes.
There's a total of 5 of you.
There was only 5 of us.
So you just out of nowhere say, we have this breakfast club. We got thrown out of a diner.
Right.
And then so they ran a story on you?
They said, who are you? Where you from? We said, we meet, we eat, and we seek. That's basically what we do. And a lot of us are Italian, so we eat.
Well,
we
right.
meet.
So,
And we need jobs.
And it went from there, just from a Newsday article, to what? To then
To
all of a sudden this booming networking club?
Yeah, to
and
this club.
to the point where people from movies are hanging out with
they
you guys?
came to an event that we
What are you
had.
looking for? This book?
Yeah, you see this book?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here.
Here.
We were on CNN News. CNN News. I am kidding you. They came to little old West Hempstead, and they put our club on the news
Really?
with Anderson Cooper. And everybody in West
Nice.
Hempstead made a lot of money that day because everybody ordered food for 2 days from the show. And it was hysterical because we sent all our people that were depressed in the club
Yeah.
to go ride the horses. And they thought it was great.
Oh, so all right, so you went from having breakfast to then putting together outings like
Yes.
horseback riding.
And other things.
Right. So
And we got popular because
Okay.
of we were different.
Right.
And the reason that my card, I'm upside down on this card, is because we're different. We're not your usual networking. We're not your usual job hunt club. We're not your
Right.
usual anything. We're different.
let me see it.
Sure.
And we grew every single month to do something else. And now we do a number of things.
How many
Job is-
people
job
meet
is-
on a regular basis?
Well, we were at one point up to 600 people.
Wow.
Nice. And is a lot of it just online? Do you utilize Facebook?
Well,
like, where do you
we do-
what
we
do you
do-
usually utilize?
We do Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We have a website. We do meetings. But our problem is that we have no home. So we live out of my car, and you can see the picture of my trunk and the back seat of my car. So we travel from diner to diner, cafe to cafe, and we meet. However, we got too big, so then we started meeting in facilities like Atria,
Okay.
and they would help us a little bit.
Okay.
But then it got out of control because we didn't have any support. So
Right.
we went to the government, did not get any support from the government.
Okay.
But then I got, believe it or not, picked by the government to get a job to put this club into the Nassau County.
No way.
Yes.
Oh,
But
that's
guess
how
what
long ago was
happened?
that?
7 years ago. And guess what happened?
It
It never came about.
canceled.
I have the brochures in my car. But what happened was with all the politicians that became criminals, guess what happened?
Ah.
The job went away. So now we're back to trying to find places to host us. And we do have places, but again, we don't make money. We help people, and we don't help just job seekers. We help businesses. We put you on the map. We wear signs for your business, go to a party, and we say, ask us about governors. And we tell everyone about governors that
Sure.
way.
Okay.
And we also now started, since I wrote my book, it's called the Long Island Breakfast Writers Club. So now
Okay.
another spin-off, we just launched it, and we're going to be in the Long Island Life section in about
So
3
it
weeks.
started in with the sense of people that had great jobs. They were in what would you think, like 50s,
They were
60s,
45 and up.
and then they didn't have a job, and then they found that it wasn't as easy to get a great
Right.
job again because of their age.
Right,
And
and
so
not
you
only
guys
that,
you guys all met together, and so it is kind of interesting because you're meeting as a group, and the best thing you could do in your group is kind of kick the person out to get a job.
Not only that,
like it is
we
kind of
put them-
interesting.
we put them to work on a charity event, or we give them a job to do to help the club because we're only, we have a lot
Do
of
they
work to
stay
do.
like? Let's say someone gets a job. Do they still stay in contact with you?
Yes, they
do
never
they then
leave.
help you from the sense that now they have a job and they know how it feels?
Yep.
And they might reach back and help in that sense.
They do, because what happens is, first of all, no one leaves. When we have a meeting, we have to throw them out at 12 o'clock because they don't want to go home.
Right.
Because we're such nice people and we help everybody.
And then
Yeah, I was going to get up so you can come around here.
Yeah. I could squeeze past.
you could squeeze past me. Yeah. Eric Shevlin is no
Hi,
longer
Eric.
Look who decided to show up.
no longer missing in action.
Well, you were talking.
Eric,
to
do you
me.
remember
They-
Tina? I
they
think
said
we-
that
you
were
met her.
hawking Me, so
I was hawking you?
now you're going to sit next to me?
am.
Oh, Jesus.
How are you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, should I touch him or what?
Yeah, why not?
Don't touch
I
him.
took his job
No, we
freshly.
were talking about how she has a restraining order against you. That's why you
And
weren't
you
here.
can't be in the same place
So
at the
He's
same
kind
time.
of cute.
So somebody call the No, he's not.
No, he's Look at him. He's blonde. He's cute.
No, it's gray. It's not.
Oh, it is gray.
If you think Barney Rubble is cute, then
But
yeah,
it was
then-
blonde.
I think
It's
he's
half
kinda cute.
blonde.
He's nice. He's handsome.
So
It's
so
ashy blonde.
Hello.
Good morning, Courtney.
What,
Morning.
Courtney?
so the difference between you and any other networking group is the fact that you guys do outings and it's so like that's how you set yourself different from the rest.
Not only that, we do outings.
Right, right.
Teach you. Like we took the whole class to learn how to do audio because you don't need to be seen to do audio. You just
Right.
need to give your MP3.
Sure.
So they're like, we never knew we could do that. You don't even have to show your gray hair.
Really?
Yeah. So we teach different things. And then we put them to work on something that's a little different and we make them volunteer. Because no matter where you are, if you volunteer, you're going to love what you're doing because nobody says you did a bad job. And secondly, they're going to eventually get you a job when you volunteer.
Because that was my next question. Because how does that volunteering is great, but at the same time, I'm sure you guys, people need to pay their bills.
That's true.
So there's been a high success rate of people getting jobs out of
Yes.
volunteering.
I
Wow,
mean,
that's fantastic.
Not only that, gigs. I call them gigs. Because when you're over 50, you can't go back to corporate America. You
Good.
have to do a gig. That's what I do now. I do gigs.
You do gigs.
Meaning what, like temp jobs? You mean?
No, I don't believe in the temp agencies either.
Okay, so
No, I
so explain
believe
gig.
in networking. So
Right.
I meet Joe down the block.
Mm-hmm.
He has a business doing something. He needs to make an event. He needs to market his company. He needs someone to clean the office. He needs whatever he needs.
Okay, got it.
Come to the club. He meets all these great people. Somebody walks out with a gig
Right.
instead
okay.
of a job because you're not going to get insurance at 50.
Right.
You're not going to get benefits. And you're not going to get anyone to hire you in corporate America.
Right.
Very rarely. Trust me.
No, I agree.
27 interviews in 13 years.
Wow.
And not one sniff.
Everyone told me I was too smart, too old, and made too much money.
Wow.
Too smart, too old, and made too much money.
And now I have
Wow.
all these members that are the same. That's my niche. But now the niche has grown to seniors
Mm-hmm.
who don't know where to go because they don't know how to get discounts
Right.
on their taxes.
Right.
To people that are sick, that have a mother that don't know where to go. Where do I put her?
Oh, wow.
They
In a
call-
home.
They call the county and they
Right.
get
Oh.
what? Zero answers.
Squat. Yeah.
Exactly. So they call me, which is ridiculous now because I'm trying to get the county and the town to help us, and they don't come to our meetings. Who comes to our meetings? Business people, people out of work, people that just want to give, and caterers who help us and don't charge us, and we just pay for the meal.
Right.
But, they get business from us. This gentleman, Linda's Cafe, in little old West Hempstead, he's been in the news 3 times because of us. And he's going to be in again in 2 weeks in Newsday.
Nice.
Because he's good to the people. But they go back and have dinner there.
Right.
So
But
that's what we
what's,
do.
what's interesting is you started off with a networking group of people that were out of work, and how can we help each other to make a living,
Exactly.
however the way you do it. And then it seemed, because I was just researching a little, it seemed like then it kind of like rolled into businesses coming to your group. So
Exactly.
those people that needed work, perhaps started their own business. Now they had a business. And then it
Well-
goes from networking people's businesses, and everything just seems to be growing in this like amazing way. And
Yes.
that's what I thought was, you didn't start out being like, I'm going to do a businessing network. You
No
started
way.
out with like core grassroots people
Yes.
who stuck with you because they all believed in each other. And now it's this like great business.
It's a business,
thing.
but we don't make money. I mean, we're not making a lot of money. What we do
Well,
is
you are
we
as
pay
far
the
as like
bills.
giving each other different
we're rich in
work
heart.
in a way.
We're rich in heart. But doesn't
Right.
mean that I don't get a gig here and there from somebody.
Well, of course, you need to. Right.
Why don't you just like marry an old rich dude and then watch
Well,
him?
I'm trying, but
Right.
yeah.
They do
It's not
that too,
happening yet.
matchmaking.
Isn't that like?
Yeah.
Oh, you do matchmaking too?
We actually had a few couples came out of our group. Someone says, "Is it a singles group?" I'm like, "No, not really."
Tony's looking
But-
for a rich old dude.
Things happen, and our group.
got money, sure.
Things happen just like that.
Right.
Like this morning, I went to the bagel store, dropped the coffee.
Oh.
The girl was pissed. She said, she took my thing because I was giving her a bookmark. I don't want it. She threw it away.
Wow.
The fireman from Franklin Square is sitting on the chair, and I said to him, "You look familiar." He says, "Yeah." So we started talking.
Right.
What did you do? I showed him the book. He says, "You come in and you'll talk at the fire department."
Oh,
We'll help
nice.
you." He gave us a space.
Nice.
All right? That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
People help people. And the way it all started for me, once I started, was David Gusson. You know David Gussin from 516ads.com?
No.
Oh, yes.
He's the
Once you said
greatest.
516 ads, I know who that is.
He
Yes.
has mentored me since I lost my job.
Oh, okay. That's great.
He's the king.
13
king.
years ago?
Yes,
Wow.
he's the king. And every time I have something, I learn from him. He comes. We do things together. We never had any competition between us. We do different things. We help each other, and that's what my
Right. That's
club's
what it's all about. So,
You know.
all right. So let's I want to role play a little bit.
Ooh,
Calm down.
Kinky.
So here we are. We're at a networking. We're just. All right, let's say we're in a restaurant. We're eating, and yeah, like you said. So you drop your coffee. Like you just. What do? You just go up to people?
Yeah.
You just go up to them out of nowhere.
This is my little thing. All right. Where is it? Here. Hi. I just wrote a book. Here's my bookmark. Would you like it? If they say yes, we chat. If they say no,
All right. I'm saying yes.
okay. This is my book.
Oh, that's great. What's your book about?
It's all about life after 50.
Life after 50. Oh yeah. What's life like after 50?
Well, sometimes it's pretty crappy. Other times it's pretty good.
Oh yeah. What's the matter?
I was
He was asking me how it was after 50.
Oh.
I mean, there are days that you want to make the donuts and eat ice cream all day long.
Oh, I love that.
I like donuts and
And
ice
then
cream.
there are days where you open up your mind because you're a visionary again and you don't have a boss telling you no. And then you try something new. And so for me, it was great. And that's how this whole book came about.
Speaking of birthdays, does everyone know that it's Joe Carletto's birthday this Sunday?
I do know that. I
Oh.
do know that.
Coming up, yeah.
On Father's
But
Day.
I'm afraid to ask how old
Nice,
he
huh?
is.
I know, but I'm not telling you.
Joe?
First
49.
of all, Joe looks like he's 40 still. So.
Yeah,
Yes, he
he's
does.
49 and he has 1 year to get a job in
And
corporate
not
America.
only that, Joe is like, he's got a big fan club, let me tell you.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
All women?
Of chicks?
Just
No.
in general. He
Oh,
has a
just in
big
gen-
fan.
No, he's not like that.
No,
Oh,
he's a
no,
great
we didn't
family
say anything
man.
like that. Just saying
Well,
the
you
women
can have
love him,
fans that
'cause
are
he's
women.
Joe
yeah,
is a
he's
great
guy.
family man, but I'm going to tell you,
Right. Oh, yeah, I
my
wasn't
club
insinuating
alone, he's got a big fan club.
Really?
Really?
Are we allowed to ask what he's done for your club? That they love him so much?
He does a lot of good things.
He
Joe.
is a very charitable man.
Charitable.
He's gone all out for us anytime we need anything.
Yes.
First of all,
Never
you
heard a
asked-
bad word about him from anybody.
I have.
First
No, you
of all,
haven't.
no way.
Yeah, see,
No
don't
way.
listen to him. He's lying. See,
First
he
of
wouldn't
all,
make your club. He's a liar.
I was joking.
I consider myself very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And let me tell you, Joe Carletto, he's a very decent, charitable human being,
Yep.
and he's handsome too.
And he's handsome.
That's right.
As handsome as me?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's much better.
Oh.
You're in a class all on
Plus
your own
the
there,
fact
pal.
he's Italian, so
I'm half Italian.
He's half
All right.
I'm
Italian.
only half Italian.
But I love all nationalities, but unfortunately fortunately, the club is full of Italians. I guess it's because
Ah.
of the karma.
Do you have any Norwegians in you?
No, we have
They
a
don't
few
allow you
Polish
people in.
and Irish and, but it's a lot of Italians because Italians somehow.
Is
Get
that-
fired a lot.
Collaborate.
Get fired a lot.
They
That's what it comes
collaborate.
down to. It's an Italian club, and you guys are
But
racist.
it's really not. But I am a member of the Sons and Daughters of Italy. So
Ah.
guess
There you
what?
go.
It's
Yep.
all connected how you
Right.
meet people.
Right.
All right, so do you come into a place like this and the wheels start turning like, oh, I can so and so, my friend
Like
in the
we
group
could have
can
a meeting in there.
In the hallway?
No, I saw there's a really nice thing. I've never been here.
You've never been to
to the
Governor's?
governor's
How
clubs?
sad is that?
Joe, Joe, you didn't never hooked her up with passes?
I never came to Governor's.
Oh
He
my
just-
god. Don't you like comedy?
Yeah, well, now I do.
Don't you like to laugh?
Let me tell you something.
Listen. One card allows 4 people into the club.
Don't give it to her.
Why not?
Let's go to the meeting and hand them out.
Well, you
to
could
everybody.
come. Well, we're having a big thing Tuesday night.
Where? Well, we
Let's
should go
get-
to
we
a
could
Do
meeting.
both. You can give it to
Oh,
her
okay.
and then
Right, and then she could say, these are nice men that gave us these passes.
Fine. Fair.
Well,
Up to
Tuesday night.
Up to 4 people for each pass, and I'm giving you a whole
Thank
bunch
you.
here for you
Thank
to
you.
take over to your
I
your
w-
club. That you can have
I
one of your
want to
outings.
switch gears for like just a second.
Yeah, the
Did
book.
how did your stand up go? Did you do stand up recently? It was like your first time or
Yes,
something.
it
You were because I remember when we talked on the phone, you were like all nervous about it.
I
and,
was.
and then I think you were supposed to come in before
And then I
it.
got a laryngitis.
Yeah,
last week,
but
yeah.
I was actually one of the things I was relieved about is because I wanted to hear about it. I wanted to hear how the
It
stand
actually
up
was
went.
very successful. And the first time we did it, we had 74 people there.
It's
How
very
many
good.
how many minutes did you do on
I
stage?
did about, I guess, 6.
Now this was all due to Vinny?
Well, Vinny's the one that put it in my brain.
Vinny Mara?
Yes.
Tina Valentina. He gave me the name. That's my name now for comedy.
And was
Gina
he
Valentina.
yes.
and did he And then
He
how many?
came.
And then did he say it to you in a Michael Jackson voice? Like, the man's obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know, but he's
Yeah.
adorable. He came. He did a great job. Everyone laughed their
He
heads
got
off
to
at him.
fight with. He was fighting with people.
Well, how do you know that?
Come on.
he told us.
Come on.
He told you,
He told us.
but I covered it up.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, because
Wait,
the
he
club
didn't
is
tell
not
me.
about
What
fights.
happened?
Like
You
a
love each
scandal.
other.
Why did he have a fight with someone?
I don't know the whole story. All I know is that he left, and his girlfriend left 20 minutes before him, and the girlfriend's girlfriend left 20 minutes.
Oh,
before
that
us.
part he didn't
The
tell
girlfriend's
us.
girlfriend?
Yeah,
Like,
well, no, not that kind of. Fight.
oh.
Did he tell us that the girlfriend left first?
Yeah, he said Alexandra left.
But
He-
I
Oh, I
don't
don't remember
know
that
what
part.
happened. All I know is that I kept it very quiet. Nobody knew about it.
Until right now.
Because that's what I do. I keep peace.
Good
I'm
for
a very
you.
professional person.
I like it. So,
So-
were you nervous? Was it nerve-wracking? Was it just, I'm just in front of a crowd again. I get in front of them all the time.
I was a little nervous,
Yeah?
but basically they're all true. Things that happen to me are true. And I just
So that was your act. You just basically based it
talked
on
about
real
what
stories.
happened at the chiropractor the other day,
Oh.
which the chiropractor has one side for people with broken bones, that's me, or aches and pains, and the other side for men that get shots, and they come out smiling all the time. So there's two hallways, and I love watching all these men come out with these big smiles, and you know what they're getting.
I don't know what they're getting.
Figure it out.
Wow, so wait a minute. You got the big bad boot on Thanksgiving weekend?
Yup.
Oh.
You were hoping to receive a promotion?
Oh.
And instead you got booted?
Oh.
Does it say the company which you got booted from?
Well, everybody knows where I worked.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
a very
Come on,
big media
CRN.
company.
Fox News.
No.
CRN.
CRN was the name of the magazine, and CMP was the name of the company. But I have
I don't know
nothing
that.
bad to
There
say
are a lot of
about
letters.
Court
I do.
Court-martialed
it. No, I
person.
love the job.
Oh, you did.
No, the company was sold. I love the job. Actually, 3 of my bosses are in my book.
Where are they? Where's the company now?
It was sold. It's a different company.
Serves them right. See that? That's
But
karma.
they're still doing great. And the bosses that really supported me are in that book, because if it wasn't for those guys, I would never have learned everything I learned how to do
Okay.
in my life. Like going on the TV, like writing a book, and like helping people.
Can I not?
So I have nothing bad to say about the company.
If I forgive me if I'm getting too personal, but you guys set up the outings, you set up your events, but then how are you paying your bills? You get enough gigs that you guys do make some
Well,
money?
everybody is on their own. In other words,
Right.
I don't take a penny from anyone. I
Right.
don't ask them for a penny.
Right.
You're in a room. We have one gig. We tell 20 people. Whoever gets it, we're happy for them.
Right, which is great.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm asking. Do you guys get enough each that you're surviving?
No,
All right,
but we survive.
Okay.
Because we all help each other.
There he is.
Yay!
Yay!
One of my oldest friends.
Happy
can't
birthday,
believe
Mr.
I'm here.
Coletto, very soon.
Happy birthday to you.
Now to bring your card.
How's everybody?
Good,
So-
how are you?
And is that how you guys met? Were you at one of the events and she approached
Yeah, my
you?
birthday party. No.
Which we should have one tomorrow. We should have your
It was
birthday
actually
party.
procurement for an old business I had, and we became very, very good friends. And she used us all the time, and and then we just,
We've
5
known
minutes
each
after
other
meeting,
forever.
you're going to be friends forever.
Look
Yeah.
how handsome he is.
I said it.
Did you hear her say that? How handsome
She
she
said
was?
you were more
Oh,
handsome than
He's
me,
going to turn
Joe.
red. I did.
He is. He's starting to already. I can see it.
He's going to die when he hears what I said. But
Wow.
it's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, he's got a list.
And what else did you say?
He's
I
got
said he's handsome.
And
And he's charitable.
And?
he's a great businessman.
and he's
and-
got a huge fan club in
He's
your.
got it, yes.
Oh.
He knows that, but he don't tell no one.
Thank you.
Thank you,
He's
Joe.
all- he's
So
all embarrassed.
That guy that opened the door for me, I wasn't too nice because I had everything carried, and he was very nice.
JT's the best.
He was.
And he's a comedian, too.
Oh, really?
Very,
he was
very
like, I
funny.
said, could you
Teaches
help
us
me?
movie,
I
everything.
can't go to the back. I can't carry the bag. He's like, all right. And then I dropped the bag and the
You
coffee.
can't insult a comic anyway.
He was
That's
very
their
nice.
business.
He was nice. Thank you, Joe. You look great.
You-
He's like, thank you.
He doesn't accept the compliment.
No,
just
he
me.
doesn't. He
No.
doesn't.
I have to fish for them, so that's,
I always adored him.
Oh, my God. Isn't he,
Are you all right there? You need a minute?
isn't he
I know
adorable?
his
Somebody fan her down a little bit.
baby, and all his teenage daughters.
Isn't he adorable?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Calm
But I'm
down.
telling you, come to the club. Everybody loves him.
Oh, all right.
And
I
he
got-
is. He's
He's
a
just great.
charitable man.
Now,
he
do we
has a
ha-
bunch of stuff over
do-
here that he gives away. Go ahead.
Sorry. Do we have to be over 50 to join the club?
No, it
Oh.
could be any age. I have students now. Like we
Oh.
have an ambassador program,
Oh wow.
and we help kids that need to do charity work. And then I give them letters if they do a good job, and they usually get awards.
And they could help you with all, computer stuff.
They teach us the phones because we're not good with all that.
So now, because
learning.
we introduced you to Courtney before, and you said, "Oh, I love interns." You guys will do stuff like that too, right?
Yeah, we have interns, but right now I don't have one, but I need an intern.
No, but you guys will go intern yourselves, or
We'll
no?
help anyone that
Anything.
needs help,
Okay.
but we prefer now to get gigs because we got to live here.
Right.
And
Right.
we're trying to keep people on Long Island, and every time I call over
really
to
difficult.
Town of Hempstead to talk to the big wigs over there,
Whichever one's not
"Well,
arrested
you're doing
this
a
day.
Great job, Yeah, well, how come we haven't heard from you?
Yeah.
Why don't you come to the meeting? And this is what goes on, and
Because
you
they're a
know,
lot of lip service. That's why
Yeah,
politicians.
but guess what?
Yep.
I know a lot of things people don't know. Example.
Oh,
you know-
is this an exclusive?
Tell us.
Do you know that if you're disabled and you live in the town of Hempstead, you
Yeah.
can get a free bathroom?
A
what
free
now?
bathroom.
Wait, what?
A free bathroom if you are disabled.
Well,
Like a
I'm-
renovated
and
bathroom?
you
Well,
own
yeah,
a home.
yeah, that's what I'm confused. What, in your home you can get a free bathroom? What, renovated?
If you are disabled and you can't get into your bathtub,
Oh, do you have to
You get
prove
one
you
of the
can't get into
you
it?
have to go through
ones.
paperwork and you have to do it all the right way. But
We're
you
town of
can
Oyster Bay.
get a free bathroom in
I-
the town of Hempstead.
Damn it! I just moved out of town
Just
of
moved out
Hempstead.
of
I could have had a free
You
bathroom.
could have had a big jacuzzi
But
in
it's
your
a
house.
great program.
Yeah.
People that are sick.
Yeah.
But there's those people that can't do it. They don't know how. So those
Right.
people.
Well, nobody
they
knows either. Yeah, they don't
fall
tell
by
them.
the wayside. So we help those people when we can.
So
Right.
then they take that bathroom money and they spend it on something else. All the bathroom
For
money didn't
themselves.
get spent this year. So
Yeah, no, they do a great job. I'm telling you. They
What
do a
about the
great
town of
job.
Hempstead? Do they have something like that?
That's where you get it. Town of
Oyster
Hempstead.
Bay.
You're in
I'm
Oyster
sorry,
Bay
town
now.
of Oyster Bay. I'm sorry.
Probably. I'll tell you the best town that has all programs for seniors,
Yeah.
like 40, 50 plus,
Yeah.
is Huntington
Oh, yeah.
and North Hempstead.
That's really
North
nice.
Town of Hempstead does nothing for people that, need that extra little department to go to. Mm-hmm. That was what I was supposed to be doing for the county, not the town.
right.
So we got to get Laura Curran on the phone.
Oh,
No, I really, I've met with 13 legislators, 2 county executives. I've met everybody and 2 senators in the last 13 months.
Al D'Amato.
No, I haven't met Al D'Amato.
D'Amato.
Is he still alive?
He's alive,
He goes
but
to
he's
my
not in
dentist,
office.
actually, Mr. D'Amato.
Oh, yeah?
He goes to Dr.
You could call him out.
Yeah.
Any
But-
special help for veterans? We have one of our viewers asking it. Rob Shapiro wants to know.
There is a great veterans program at the county. It's right on that street. Trying to remember
Oh, that
where.
street.
I can't remember the name of the street. I bring socks and everything
Franklin
there.
Street.
Yeah, I bring socks there for all the veterans.
Very nice.
We don't have anything for the veterans because the county and the town won't give us any money to help the veterans.
Sure.
We need an office. Could you imagine there are offices all over Nassau County that are closed, that
Right.
are owned by the county. I asked
Sitting
them-
there collecting dust.
I asked them for a spot because my car is bulging, and if you'd like to take a picture of it, you could see it.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna.
they won't give us a space.
Where,
too
where is it
many-
out front here?
It's in the front.
It's
yeah.
raining.
You can open my trunk. No, I'm serious.
So what? Send him
it's
out in the
full.
rain.
I'll go do it.
My car is full, and
Full of what?
Paperwork,
paperwork, programs, party stuff,
books for sale.
books, everything
Where can we find the book?
on Amazon,
Okay.
and it's also on what's that little thing? The Kindle.
Oh,
Couldn't
I thought you were talking about
remember.
Eric, that little
Kindle.
thing.
Kindle,
Yeah.
and I sell them
No,
at meetings.
I'm not so little.
Okay, I sell
Well.
them at meetings.
How much are these?
They're $20 in person, $24.99 on Amazon because you
Wow.
got to pay for the shipping.
Wow.
And this is my baby. This book. Do you know there are 77 Long Island stories from people that live on Long Island in this book that came from the bottom up, that lost their job, that explains how hard it was to interview, that explains that they turned their life around. And that's what I do.
I have a story like that
I
for you.
coach. That's what I do now. I help people. But if they don't have the money for the coaching, they pay their meal at the Breakfast Club, and I get them positive.
Wow. I don't have change. I got a 50. You got change?
I used to give a lot away free, but guess what?
No,
I
no.
got to pay for the printing.
I have
Give-
money,
hey,
but I have
give
a
it-
50.
Give her the 50 and I'll pay you back for my half. I'm serious. I don't have it on me, but I'll pay you back. I promise.
And there are
Give her
also
50, you get 2
stories
books.
in this book about
There's
top
$25
people
I'll
on
never
Long
see
Island that I interviewed with.
Yeah, here's 50.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
top
You
people
gonna sign
that-
this?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I want
Ooh,
an autograph, too.
To
Yeah.
to the handsome Eric.
Yes.
Yes,
That hawked me.
What?
That hawked me.
That hawked you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that-
Oh,
you weren't-
haunted you. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, because I was stalking her.
Yes.
Do you know there's a story in here about Gary Melius? You know who he is?
Marcus
Yes.
Aurelius?
Gary Melius
Oh.
owns the Ohika Castle.
Yeah, he was the one that shot in the eye.
Right.
Yes.
He's a wonderful man.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Never had
Okay?
the pleasure.
There's a story in here about how I met him. And you know how I met him?
How'd you meet him?
Did you shoot him in the eye?
Nope. I brought him Italian bread.
Oh.
You just walked into the Ohika Castle with Italian bread.
I did.
No,
but
I like you. You got balls. I like it.
well, you know what? But for a reason. He grew up in West Hempstead.
Oh,
I
okay.
lived in West Hempstead. Not anymore, but I did. And I put together an event for my first book. I didn't bring my first book in. And it was about a little girl on Long Island who needed help. So I brought him the bread. I brought him my book. And I said, we want to redo the West Hempstead Library. And we redid the whole library and we had a launch. But we want you to be the kingpin that day. I brought him Italian bread. The first thing he did, you know what he did? He took the bread, broke it. He says, let's break bread.
Oh, look at that.
And that's how I meet people. Not always.
By bread?
Bread, Italian bread.
And
That's
we're-
like the
starving.
gift of life.
I don't see any with you today. You didn't bring us
Because
any.
I got lost.
Oh.
Couldn't find the place.
Got yelled at
And,
by a coffee lady.
Yeah, I had a bad morning, and I was going to the Italian bakery to bring Joe bread.
I'll go
because-
to the Dairy Mart next door. I'll take
No,
a picture
it
of
has
the car.
to be
I'll go to
Italian
the,
bread.
Oh,
Get
come
some-
on. See, I told you she's racist.
Get some Wonder Bread.
Yeah,
No,
one.
we
That's
can
what,
get
I was going to get a butter roll.
But I was bringing bread
We can
because I
break it.
always bring Joe bread when I see him.
So that's why he came in. He was looking for his bread.
Yeah, he was looking for his
He
He
sweet
looked
bread.
very upset, by
I
the way.
sent him 7 texts. I can't find the place. I couldn't find the frickin' place. It's in the back.
It is in the back, yes.
It's in a perfect spot.
I
But
can't
now-
believe you've never been here.
I know. I'm
know.
shocked.
But
Sorry
now
it
you're
was
coming.
raining.
Oh, this is it. You know who I know? The girls, the pink girls with the.
Oh, Connie and Chrissy.
They know me well.
Oh,
They're
I
cool.
thought she was talking about the pink ladies from Greece.
No.
Rizzo and...
Oh.
No. Oh.
Now, the other night I was
Pink
at the Pink Tie
Tuscadero.
event. Do you know about that?
I do at the Woodbury Country Club.
No. It was at the.
Crest Hollow.
No.
Ohika Castle.
No.
I don't
Well,
know.
you guys don't even know.
I know about the Pink Tie
Pink
event.
Tie event was at the Carlton on the Park.
Oh, okay.
1,700 people were there.
Wow.
I did the registration for free.
Wow. Look
No,
at you.
because I do things like that.
Who was the
Like, yeah.
entertainment?
There were so many bands I can't even tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened to me was I gave out 700 bookmarks.
Oh, nice. 'Cause it's very smart. So that I guess that's a deal you make. I'll register people, but you have to allow me to give out my bookmarks.
No, I don't tell them nothing.
Oh, you just do it anyway. Oh, she's got spunk. I
I
like it.
just sat. They put me at the first table.
Spunk.
All I had to do was put pink ribbons on their wrists.
Screwvinny, I'm
That's
calling
it.
you Spunky. Can I
And
call you
so
Spunky?
Valentina Tina.
I like
Tina
Tina
Valentina.
Valentina.
Tina Valentina.
So they said to me, no problem, and I have a cane, so they can't give me anything that's too rough.
Right.
And I basically every time I said, "How are you?" Everybody's drinking. Everybody's happy that night.
Right.
Would you like to see? And I just give them one little bookmark, and they put it in their pocket. I might get some sales. I might not, but I might get
You
some
never
people
know.
to help me.
You never know what.
You got a
where it
couple
might
of
go.
sales today.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if they look at my book,
Right.
they're going to want more because it's the most positive book you could read. It's about taking your life from one extreme to the other.
I like it.
There are cancer survivors.
Oh,
people that
Tony.
lost their
Tony-
jobs.
Tony's a cancer survivor.
And I lost my job from it.
There are business owners that just
And a leg.
really
And a leg.
decided to, try something new. And there's just life in general. Laugh.
Do you? I mean, you mentioned before being over 50, trying to get. What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
Being over 50, trying to get into corporate America, and then if you throw in a disability or something, was it hard to get people to think outside the box to employ a disabled
Absolutely.
person?
As much as you read about we hire people.
Oh, bullshit!
Yeah, you read about it all the time, and then when you
Equal
actually talk to the actual
opportunity,
people, they
right.
find a way not to hire you.
Right.
No way. I can tell you, having too much experience is a negative.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to get interviewed by someone that's 25 to 35 years old. They won't know how to interview you. You're going to get disgusted.
But they think they know
They're
it
going
all.
to see what you know how to do. They're going to take this and they're going to throw it in the garbage.
Yep.
And I had it happen to me many times, but I was lucky enough to meet presidents because I know how to meet a president. And I
You were
teach
president?
people- No, I meet presidents.
Oh,
Of the United States?
No,
Oh.
of companies.
Oh.
I teach people how to meet a president for an interview. Okay? It's very simple. It's going back to basics. But people don't know how to do that. I teach people how to read the newspaper and get a job.
Oh. Yeah, people,
You could get a job by reading the newspaper.
they still have the classifieds in the paper.
No.
Walmart's
Oh,
hiring.
no?
You read the stories.
Here's
and
the story.
you call the president. I'm calling about the story. That's how you meet the president.
Ooh, look at you.
How do you think I met Gary Milius? How do you think I met all these
No,
people
you
that
brought him
helped
a
me?
piece of bread, you said.
Yes. Blue Ocean Solutions. Guy's a doll. He didn't hire me 10 years ago. I
Bastard.
don't know why. No, but I love him.
Oh.
We stayed friends. I just did a thing for him at his location.
Wow.
You know, these are people that back then nobody wanted to hire anyone that
Right.
had that kind of experience
Right.
and had gray hair. Well, my hair isn't gray anymore,
No, it's not.
you know. But the bottom line is, I teach men how to, gray their hair, get rid of the gray. Men come to the club and they go, "My wife says I should do my hair." I'm like, "You should." All of a sudden, they do it because I said it, not the wife.
Oh.
Because when a man comes to the club, he gets something out of it that he doesn't get. Most men don't
At home.
have.
Oh, it's a sex club.
No.
Oh.
Most men don't
Sorry.
have bonding when they lose a job. What they do is they lose part of their personality.
Yeah.
They lose part of themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we bring them back. And we have like 60-40. I mean, it's really 60% women.
Oh, I'm in.
But the bottom line is we enhance everybody. We endear everybody.
Right.
We just do. And we have a raffle. So somebody donates a raffle and we have a raffle. So we pay for the paper. I mean, look at all this paper. It all costs
a
money.
lot of
All
paper.
these things we give out, you know.
Right.
A
Right.
lot of paper.
And this is the biggest thing we're doing Tuesday night,
What's that?
which is since I wrote my book,
Yes.
I'm teaching people with my publisher how to write a book.
Really?
Yes, Tuesday night. We have a big meeting in this little old, not so fancy cafe where this man's been helping us for over 2 years. Wonderful guy.
What's the name of the cafe? Let's help him
Oh,
out.
Linda's Cafe.
Oh, in West Hempstead.
Oh, Linda's
His
Cafe.
name is Roberto. He's a doll. And so is
Roberto.
his father. And I got to tell you, we're having, the meal he puts on for us is unreal. Okay? And Newsday's coming Tuesday.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you know how big that is?
It is really big. It's
But
Fantastic.
we, all of us in this club, are so smart, know how to do all this, know how to get on CNN News, know how to do so many things. But no one will give these people a job.
Right.
Wow.
And I even tried some big companies to say, take on seniors as interns. They only want students.
And then-
Yeah,
right,
that's
and
the
then-
struggle. I'm not a student and it took forever to find an internship.
Well, I could get you a job in a minute.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I mean,
Listen
I mean,
to
no,
that.
people
Cell phone
get
number?
jobs, and it's because of how you just, like right now, I sent someone for a job over to the Long Island Herald. She's going to get it tomorrow. I know it.
See, Courtney, you can have a job at the Long Island Herald.
But
Yeah,
I'm
but-
just saying, in
See?
general.
But we have an issue here with that. We don't want to lose Courtney.
You
No, no. Get Courtney a job in like
And
3
not only
months.
That, this,
Or just at night.
have you been to a
nighttime
book
job.
launch that looks like this ever? Come on.
No.
You go to the library, all
Yeah.
right? And you sit with a bunch of people in a room, and that's it. And they talk about the book. This is what my book launch was like.
We're seeing.
Okay? It was
So-
outrageous.
You're not only a part of a breakfast club, but you're also part of a book club?
Yes. Well, now we just added the book club. It's called the Long
Look at
Island
that.
Breakfast.
and it's not a book club, right? It's how to
Well,
write a
we
book.
have 6 authors now.
Wow.
And now we're having another class. We have one class once a month. And Newsday's going to write about the book club now because now this is something
that's great.
additional.
Right, right.
So how is it though? How do you think it? What do you think it means that nobody could get a job when they're over 50, but we can do all this?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
It's
What's your
discrimination.
thought?
Oh,
Yeah,
look
it's
at
It's
ageism.
It's absolutely discrimination.
It's
I was just
ageism.
wondering why
The
it's
Have you ever,
happening.
Have you ever thought
writers.
about, like, not necessarily taking legal action, but it is a form of discrimination, which a lot of
Well,
companies.
we're in 3 documentaries. If you go to our website,
Oh, wow.
What,
But have you
what
thought
is-
about ever like doing some sort of like activism to like combat
well,
that?
we are.
Bes-
We're in
yeah.
3 documentaries. Whenever they want to talk to people that are, getting discriminated against, they call us. But guess what?
But that doesn't
Nothing
really do
happens.
anything for you. It just
Our
puts out the
documentaries are
message that's
excellent.
happening.
They're on our website.
give us the website.
LongIslandBreakfastClub.org. You
Okay.
can see
That's
everything
it.
there.
Long Island
All right,
Breakfast
so-
Do you have?
Club.
Oh, good.
But
My-
my book is available at ValentinaJanik.com.
Oh, okay.
That's a separate thing.
Featured writers. So you have the book launch, and now these featured writers they get up and give a little
They-
example of their book.
They're in there. They're on my website now. You can go to my website and look up, what's the first name?
Wendy Kaufman.
Wendy Kaufman. You know who she is?
I
The
do.
Snapple lady.
Okay. Well, she
Yep.
wrote my forward.
Yep.
And you know how I met Wendy? Because
You used to work at
You
Snapple,
brought her
right?
bread.
No.
You brought her bread.
You
When
brought
I
her something
got
to
laid
drink.
off,
You'll get an intern if you give him bread.
when I got laid off, I called her
Where's
and
my
said,
bread?
everyone
Where's our
says I
bread?
look
Where's
like
my
you.
bread?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
And that's how I met Wendy Kaufman, and she came to my house in a limousine, and we've been friends since.
In a limousine. She could afford a limousine?
When she worked at Snapple, she could.
Oh, now
So-
she doesn't work at Snapple, right?
Well, she's writing her own book now.
So these
Fabulous.
these people are in your book.
All of them.
How did you get Heidi Felix in your book?
She comes to the club.
She just showed up
She's
one
a
day at the
big-
club?
She's in a big
Who's Heidi
company.
Felix?
Yes, she's with the bank.
Yeah. No, not the bank. She's in a big conglomerate organization, not a bank.
I thought she was working in...
No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
She's a great lady. She's also
one of my
all
favorites.
These people are part of the community, and that's where the Long Island Way comes in, because the Long Island Way is part of the club now. We're partners. Long
Oh.
Island Way is all about community,
Okay.
getting communities and businesses to prosper and make money for each other together to help the community.
Together.
And that's
forever.
Donna Cariello, and I'd like to bring her in one day.
Sure.
And she's starting the Long Island Way Academy right now.
Oh.
She's starting the
going
Long
to-
Island Lunch Club.
She's going
She's
to
breaking
teach
off.
all the nonprofits how to do this.
Wow.
I love Heidi. She's fantastic.
Heidi's-
And now
she's such a doll.
she's one of the best. But now also listed is Cindy Martinfeld.
Oh,
She's
Cindy
another
Martin.
doll. Cindy does events.
Yep.
All these people at my event, they got a big plaque because they were the first to agree to be in the book. So at that night of the party, they all got a gift and a plaque.
A gift and a plaque. So you give away, was it bread?
No, it was
Come
like,
on.
a little thing, a sweet little,
Oh, it was Tony's wiener.
Piece of
A
garlic
little
bread?
thing. It was
So
a
they-
little
it's a
thing.
nice little gift.
And they call you, so you're known as the It Girl. What is that?
Yeah, believe it or not, one of the reporters
You're
told me
it.
that 3 weeks ago. This is what the It Girl's about. And I was very honored that they called me that, and they put it on my website now.
Right.
An It Girl is an attractive young woman, generally a celebrity who is perceived to have had both sex appeal and a personality that is especially engaging. The expression It Girl originated in British upper-class society around the turn of the 20th century. It reached global attention in 1927 with the popularity of the Paramount Studios film It, starring Clara Bow.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
In the earlier usage, a woman was especially perceived as an it girl if she had achieved a high level of popularity without flaunting her sexuality.
And that's me, because I don't do that. I'm not that
You
way.
just can't help it, though.
No, I don't. I just meet people because I'm nice.
Today, the term is used more to apply simply to fame and beauty. No, see, so it still works.
It's a
I'm reading your
compliment,
notes here,
but
too.
it's really not really me, but it was very nice that they called me that, so it's,
Right.
they put it on my bio.
Yeah, why
That's very
not?
nice.
My publisher.
We do have a question from the audience. Do you know anything about group homes for autistic adults? Do you know any programs about that?
Well, they need to go to, there's a center on Long Island,
Okay.
and I have to get the name. If they wanted to send me an
bless
I
you.
can get them the information. But there's
Thank you, sir.
plenty of them on Long Island. You got to go
Okay.
get an interview, and you got to prove what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need an advocate, we have them in the club. We don't charge a lot of money. We'll give it. That's a gig.
Right.
Being an
Okay.
advocate, going in and sticking up for someone who
Right.
doesn't really understand the system.
And doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah,
Right. And then as far as you're reading the newspaper and just getting stories and meeting presidents, Jeff says for some reason I always get caught reading the comics in the newspaper.
Well,
gets-
that's nice. That's to have a good time. But
That's
if you're
fun.
serious.
right? And then he said Mike Scudero said, "Hey guys, unfortunately newspapers are mostly dead to my generation."
Well, but what generation is he?
Well, Mike's a
He's
young guy.
pretty young.
He just graduated college.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
guess what?
Right.
Newspapers are not dead. They never will be. They're online. They're not in print as they used to be.
Right, but they'll still be
editors
digital.
are editors, no matter where they are.
Right.
And let me tell you something. They write about good people. And if they're good editors, they write good stories that are true.
Wow.
And if you make a friend with one reporter, they know the world. That is a tip. I give these tips out.
Well, yeah, we're friends with
Yeah, we're
one.
friends for a handful, and none of them have helped us.
It takes time to get a rapport with a reporter. It
Right.
takes time.
A
It takes
reporter
history.
rapport.
But when they know that you're honest and that you your facts are true, you will get called again. That's called a source.
Ah,
My
so we got to give
sources
them.
say-
We got to give them
have to
gossip.
Give them gossip, but true gossip.
But
Did you know that
you have
Joe
to be
Carletto has a
careful with-
fan club?
You know, gossip is. See, I don't believe in gossip. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe in the truth. My thing is the truth sets you free.
All right, funny you should say that, because there is certain gossip that's true, like Vinnie Mara's being is a kook.
I don't think so.
Oh, he's a whack.
Come on, he didn't scare you that night. He met you. You guys met at one of our
I
shows.
have to be honest with you. What happened there that night? A few people were like, "Where did you meet this guy?" Okay. They're
He
like,
was a wackadoo.
Me and Tony were in the parking lot in the car, and
like he's
we're still
bugging this
looking
poor lady.
through the restaurant window. The two of you still talking. We had a murder mystery, and we closed up. We'd had the murder mystery. It was great. We met Tina there. We closed everything up. We put everything in our cars. Vinny had ventured over and started to talk to Tina, which was really nice. He is really a
he's a
sweet
sweetheart.
kid.
He is. His
But
girlfriend's a doll, too.
but we didn't really know him that well at the time, and so we're packing up all our stuff. We have everything in the car, and me and Tony are sitting in the front seat, and we're like, should we go save her? like Vinny will not finish story. Like, he'll just have the next one lined up. I'm thinking this is going to be like 2 a.m. This woman's going to be hearing all these
you all right?
stories.
Nope.
What's the matter?
Yeah, well, I'm the one who went back in, even though you never met me before. I'm the one that went back in. I'm like, Vinny, come on, we got to go.
Did you? You
Yeah,
saved her?
I did.
You
I
did?
was
Oh,
like,
was you?
Yeah, I was
Why
in the
don't I
murder mystery as well.
remember you, though?
Because I'm a very good actor and I hide who I am so that
Yeah.
when I walk
like
back
I said,
in.
you're much cuter in person.
Yeah.
He's just
yeah.
he's just a cold-hearted person that
I-
doesn't
what-
have time to meet the public.
What did we do?
I think you were probably
felony?
wearing your
It
pink
was felony.
leisure
I
suit.
was Brucey. I was the one like
it was our
yeah.
mob show at Frank's Steak. See, you don't even remember what
Yeah.
we. So how can you
remember
say
I
the
you-
murder
sat
mystery?
alone, but I sat with a very nice girl that
Right.
was there.
Yes.
One of your friends, that she came to watch the nice Italian girl that was in the show. What was that girl? She was
Yes.
kind of hot.
Oh,
I sat
Yeah,
with
she
her
was.
friend.
I'm trying to remember who she was.
She was.
was it Linda's friend?
I think it was Linda's
Linda
friend.
Yeah, I sat with her friend. She was.
Yes,
Okay.
it was. Yes.
Yeah, so I played the flamboyant
In the
party
pink
planner.
suit.
Right.
Oh, okay, now I remember you.
So then I came. No, you don't. But that's okay. So then I came over and I got Vinny away from you towards the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, Vinny, we gotta go because I didn't know if he was bothering you or not. Now,
But if I
what-
remember right, even after that, he was still there. 'Cause I could have sworn
Yeah.
we left at the same time, and we were driving away, and, he was still.
No,
you
no,
were
no,
walking
no,
through
no.
the parking lot.
And
You
she-
were walking
and
through the
they-
parking lot, and he's still
outside, they were
walking
still
with
talking.
you. He
Yeah.
wouldn't leave her alone.
Yeah, but now, what do you think of? What do you think of? So, what do you think of? Let's say you get into a situation where you're selling or you're involved in Amway. What do you think of that?
Try
What
not
do you
to
think
say
of that?
Put it this way.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Amway at one time, my brother-in-law was in it, and my sister. And
Right.
let me tell you, they went all over the world.
Right.
They traveled. They had a great life.
Mm-hmm.
They sold their stuff, and there was nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Some people think that a pyramid thing is not good. You know what? I say whatever works, whatever makes you happy.
Good for you.
There are no
okay.
rules. Just do what makes you happy, and if you make a living, great.
Right. But if you're not making a living out of it, what do you do?
Well, if you're not making a living out of Amway, then you leave it and
Right.
you start something else.
You're spending more money than you're
well,
actually
then
taking
you have
in.
to cut the cord.
Right.
You
exactly.
have to realize time to cut the cord. It's not working.
Right.
Try
So-
something else. If you're that kind of person, you might try another Amway.
Right.
And if that doesn't work, then after 3 times, you're out. Don't do it
Right.
again.
Right. Okay.
But
so I was just
believe
checking.
that you need to try it. Now,
But now they're not selling Amway; they're selling a mentorship. See, they changed the way they approach the program.
Right.
They're not saying, "Hey, sell Amway and you'll get percentage of this." They're selling a mentorship, a lifestyle, and they're
Right.
selling a mentorship. What do you think of that kind of scam? In my opinion, that's a scam.
it's I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I believe in you work hard, you make your money.
Right.
But I wouldn't knock anyone that's doing it because look, some people will make it work.
Right.
And
Right.
it's, come see, come sa. What works for one doesn't work for the other.
Right.
Okay, Sarah, Sarah.
Okay, Sarah.
And I sing that
Sarah.
song to my little nieces all the time.
Oh,
Oh, come on, I want to hear it.
No. the mothers were like, enough, Antina. Enough.
Enough,
Hey,
Antina
Sarah,
Valentina.
I saw on your Facebook that you call yourself a thought leader, and
Yes.
I haven't heard that before. I thought that was kind of interesting.
I could give you an example of that.
Please.
Go.
Way back when the Long Island Volunteer Hall of Fame, they used to have an event once a year.
The Long Island Volunteer Hall of Fame.
That's for
Re-
people that are good.
I never heard of this.
Yes. So they used to have an event once a year in a place, Garden City Hotel, wherever it was, and people in the community would get nominated. And they had a board, and that was it. So when I was out of work, I was helping every volunteer organization going, and I helped Diana O'Neill, who was the president.
I'm an O'Neill.
And
What's your last name?
I was part of the group. I was a little bit, more, like I had crazy ideas. So I said, let's get a permanent Hall of Fame. Let's get a permanent home, which is what I want for the club now.
Right.
And I called Steve Carl, who owns the Bethpage restaurant, and I said, we want a permanent home. What do you think? He set me up with some people. Me and Diana went and talked to them. They now have a permanent home in Bethpage State Park.
Oh, wow.
Look at
And
that.
every person that is in the group, if they want to, they can dominate a bench, and that person's name is on the bench all around the golf course. That's a thought leader. That's someone that has a vision. But I can't make the vision happen without money. So I need to meet the right people that will help with the donations to make it work.
Right.
So the Long Island Volunteer Hall of Fame right now has benches all along
Bethpage State Park.
Bethpage State Park.
Wow.
That's
Now,
cool.
have you written letters to these politicians about getting a permanent home for the Breakfast Club?
I've met with them personally 3 times in the last.
But have you written letters?
Well, I wrote them a letter.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta
when
send
I
'em-
lost my job,
Yeah.
and then I met with some of them with the letter to project what the Breakfast Club does with 2 suitcases. So
Yeah,
yes.
I would send them letters because that annoys them. That annoys the crap out of them if you keep send a letter a day.
But
No.
you don't just...
There will be a day that the whole Breakfast Club will be standing outside in front of the town of Hempstead
Nice.
and at the county, but not yet.
Let us know. We'll come.
Yeah, not yet.
we'll
Because you know what?
broadcast live
It
from it.
doesn't matter anymore. What matters is I still help people. What's wrong is that there is a middle income incapacity on Long Island.
Yes.
And that's the people that I want to help.
Mm-hmm.
I love helping the poor, but they get the help. The rich doesn't need the help. They
Right.
need the tax write-offs.
Right.
The middle income is the crust of Long Island.
Agreed.
They are the one that spends the most money on Long Island.
Yep.
And
It's
I
probably
love
the
Eric.
largest population, right?
Eric Alexander from the Vision Awards, he wants people to say on Long Island. I've had very many conversations with him. He's got a big event right now going on today that I couldn't go to because I had this. Bottom line is, the problem is not getting any better. There's no housing. There's no place for the seniors to move into.
Right.
And when people become widows, which I did a year and a half ago,
Oh, sorry.
yes, I became a widow. Then you have to sell your house, and where do you go?
And you had to sell your house?
Yes.
Oh, that stinks.
Where did
But
you go?
I was lucky enough because I know things.
Oh.
I went into a beautiful co-op in North Valley Stream because there's a program. When you are in the limited income, you got to go on the list. You have to fill out your paperwork. You have to do it right. You got to persevere. But I'm in a beautiful co-op right now. That's manageable.
How are your neighbors?
They're all old. I feel like the youngest kid on the block.
Nice.
But I'm in the age group, but they're a little older. But
Yeah.
guess what? I don't see them.
Right.
Because they don't come out.
Well, I don't know what they think of me. I go out at night,
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so,
for
what
you.
do you do? What kind of work do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm busy, but I just laugh because they watch you. And you can't bring your garbage out the wrong way with your car.
What do you mean you can't bring it up the
In
wrong
other
way? What
words,
does
you
that
have
mean?
to drive your car a certain way. You can't
Right.
go in the one way. And I did it one night.
Right, and they reported your ass,
She
right?
said, the guy said, listen, honey, don't do it again. I'm like, oh, okay. One night, I threw the garbage out by accident. One of the Breakfast Club members had to come over with a broom and a flashlight and climb into the dumpster
Yeah.
to get the garbage bag out because I threw it and there was a check in there.
Oh.
And the lady upstairs called the cops. She says, there's somebody outside in the garbage.
Going through the trash.
Yeah. So, like, they think I'm...
I got
But I'm
nothing
going to
better
wind up
do.
helping them because I can help them. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know
Right.
certain things. So they like me, but they're like, well, what do you do? They're very nosy.
Very nosy.
Yes. They have nothing else to
they're
do.
Yeah, there's nothing else
They're
to
Bored.
do.
They're sweet people.
You
And-
should roll them for their money.
No.
Yeah, you should
No, I'm
steal
not
their
like
TVs
that.
or something.
But you know what? I like being there. You know why? Which is sad.
What?
I'm the youngest one there.
Oh, wow.
You know what? That's a great feeling.
It is.
Sure.
I mean, I got stories. I worked at Atria. Atria Assisted
Yes,
Living.
sure.
7 days I lasted. You know why?
Because of the clients,
No,
the
they're
people
nice.
there.
It's like being on the Love Boat.
Really?
It's in my book.
Ooh,
All the old guys are
It's like
getting on.
being on the Love Boat.
Yeah. Exciting
You
and
gotta
new.
be Julie, only I'm old.
right.
You gotta move chairs, you gotta go in 7 elevators, put signs up, teach all these seniors and move 120 walkers.
I thought you were saying that like
Wow.
the clients kept like you know,
Boning.
getting
No, they're
together.
nice.
That's it's actually what I thought that you
No,
were
they're
saying.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was saying too.
Yeah, like because of the love, but like you were like, how do we
Well,
keep
they
these
do
people
that
from
too.
fornicating?
They do that.
Right. Michelle
Well,
Aston
of
is
course
celebrating
they
her
should.
21st anniversary
But I
today.
gotta
Let's
tell
say
you,
happy
yeah.
anniversary to Michelle.
Happy anniversary,
Right?
Michelle.
Isn't that nice? So she's celebrating with her husband today.
But I got to tell you, the Atria was a great little job, but I went out on a stretcher because you had to actually run this place.
Yeah, it's rough
And you
work.
got to move 120 old people.
And that was
walkers.
volunteer work, you said, right?
No, that was paid for
Oh,
7
that was
days.
paid. Oh, okay.
And
I'm
I
sorry.
also, it was hysterical, but I loved the job.
Mm-hmm.
But that was too physical.
You
I
need
mean,
a
I
mental
don't-
job.
No, I can do physical, but
Oh.
that was like, yeah. They even made me do exercises my size in a chair. I had to do exercises for the people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't even want to do that.
But it was a nice place, and they have a lot of money, so they're very happy. Those people, they live like the rich and the famous.
Wow.
That's in the book too.
That's
They
where I'm
have
gonna find
stories
somebody
in
to
the book
marry.
that are very funny. I can't say that anything that happened to me was bad, but it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, yeah,
as
of
a
course,
result
losing
of
your
the
job.
bad came the good, and I know something more is coming. And now I'm thinking of writing another book.
Nice.
That's good. You know what is good, though? You know what's good in life?
Bella
Laughter.
Vista Pizza.
That's right, Bella Vista Pizza. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview, 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. BellaVistaPizza.com, baby. Check them out. And also, Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina. She'll work so hard for you and sell your house so fast it'll make your
Head scream.
head spit.
I said head scream.
Head scream. Why'd you say
I
head
don't
scream?
know. My head was screaming, and then
All
it
right.
came out head scream.
Head
Ah!
spin.
Ah!
And also Lemon Auto Sales. Lemon Auto Sales on Old Country Road in Hicksville. Need a new car but can't afford a new car, but want a car that runs like new? Then go to Lemon Auto Sales in Hicksville. That's LASalesNY.com. That's LASalesNY.com. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you. You'll get a free air freshener when you pick up your car, and you'll also get a free oil change on your first return visit. So tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you to Lemon Auto Sales, and also Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. Check out Knockem Dead Comedy, knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information. And those are our sponsors. Yeah, everybody say yay.
Sponsors are important.
Sponsors are important. You know why they're important?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, well, can you tell me? Because I don't know.
Well, they're important because they help support what you're trying to, do, which is help the public.
Help the public.
Sponsors are very important to and also
Push
to
that near her.
sponsor to help them to get more
Yeah.
business. I mean, to me, it's a win-win.
Right. Okay, we just gotta get you. We gotta get you a little bit closer to the microphone. How's
Oh,
that?
am I doing bad?
No,
No,
you're not at
no,
all.
No, not at all.
No, you're
Just
doing
in the
fine.
last little bit, you keep backing up
Oh,
over
I'm
there.
sorry.
So.
It's just a little.
We can turn on that mic. We can turn on number
Yeah,
5.
actually, number 5 would pick her up better.
Should I turn around this way then?
No,
you're
That's
fine.
why I
You're
like
fine.
to use
You're
that
fine.
one.
Do I smell?
No,
No.
not
You-
yet. I haven't really.
I took a
come
shower.
close.
I used
Well,
deodorant.
I love men's cologne.
Do you?
Yes.
Well-
Let me see.
Let me see.
I don't smell nothing.
You don't smell. So I
You
put it
probably
on.
don't get the good one.
I get a good one.
Which
What's a
one?
good one?
Not as
what do you
good
like?
looking
I'll
as
wear it
Joe,
for you next time.
and you wear bad cologne. That's
I
Joe
have
what
to
we
gets
learned
ask my
today.
friend what he wears. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
All I know is I love it.
It's Paco. It's Old Spice. Does he get your
Ugh,
No,
please.
it's not Old Spice.
That's disgusting.
Is it Paco Rabanne?
No, it's one of those biggies. I
It's
have
one of
to
those
find out.
biggies.
Yeah,
Giorgio Armani.
maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
Could
All
be
right.
that one.
Who's the guy that we have to call to find out what his?
Oh no, he's. My friends are very in the background.
My friends are in the background. But how do you promote them if they're in the background?
It doesn't need to be promoted.
Oh, wait. Is this a friend? Like
It's just a friend that I've known a long time.
like that kind of friend?
No, I
Oh,
don't
just
do
a
that.
friend
No.
that. Oh.
I'm a widow.
So I know, but so you can't.
No, No, you can. You can go have a nice drink or dinner. I like to go out to dinner.
You like to go out to dinner?
Nice
Where do you like
places.
to go?
My favorite place right now is Barossa.
Where's that?
Well, there's two. One
Okay.
in Mineola and one in Woodhaven Boulevard.
And in Queens.
And
Okay.
the owner is Frankie. He's
Which
a
one do you
dog.
like better?
Queens.
You like the Queens
Jim
one.
Altamori is in the Breakfast Club. He's
Right.
a singer.
Okay.
He sings there every Tuesday night.
Oh,
Frank
hell was
Sinatra, who
that?
I love.
and
And-
Joe loves Frank Sinatra.
Right.
Right.
And the owner of Barossa is a very generous man, too.
No.
He's a doll.
So, all right. So we have
He's my one favorite.
we have Valentina Janik here. She's runs the Long Island Breakfast Club, LongIslandBreakfastClub.org. She also wrote a book, which Tony and I bought today. Notice Sally didn't buy one.
Yeah.
From Fired to Freedom, Valentina Janik. She was let go at the age of, I don't want to say, 50. And then she reinvented her life and her point of view, right? Would you say?
Absolutely,
Right?
yes.
On that. So there you are, Valentina Janik. Okay, so you go to Barossa's, right?
Yes.
Have you been taken out on a date yet? Since
To Barossa's?
Yes, to
Yes,
Barossa's.
I go once a month.
No, on a date?
Yes.
Really? Somebody says, Valentina, I have to see you. I have to take you somewhere.
No, we just go and we have a very nice dinner there and we listen to Frank Sinatra music and it's a wonderful time.
How many
you
of these
holding-
dates were Vinny? I'm kidding.
No, Vinny,
joking.
first of all, Vinny's not going to pay for anything like that.
Because he's too
Come on.
cheap.
Yeah.
He can't.
Yeah.
I know Vinny already. I don't know him that long, but I know him.
Yeah, well, all right. So, Gina Pacifico Brown is watching. Derek Mutisport, Gina Conjemi, and Captain Jack. Hi, Captain Jack. All right, so, are you holding hands with this date? Like, what kind of action is this date
That's
getting?
really private information.
That's really so what?
That's right.
No,
That's right. You
that's-
leave,
What can they expect?
No.
leave Tina
Then
Valentino
You're not even
alone.
holding his hand.
First of all, I'm Catholic, okay? I'm
You
a
are-
Catholic Italian. Guess what?
Catholic people don't hold hands?
We don't.
No,
ho-
they do. But,
Oh.
you know.
They
Okay.
do. You
And
hold it.
I'm a new widow. I'm only a widow a year and a half.
But you've been going out on dates. You said.
It's not a date. It's a friend.
Oh, that's a different
We
story.
We should, and I'm not talking about dates. We should hook her up with Captain Jack. Jack should write a book. He should do
Well,
appearances where he talks about his experiences.
Jack's got to come Tuesday night.
Jack
How to
lives
write
all
a
the way
book.
upstate.
well, he
though.
lives upstate,
Oh,
but
he could come.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We do them once a month, and they're great. Everybody that attends this function, How to Write a Book, Tuesday night, starts writing a book, pen to paper, when they get home. Within 5 months, they publish their book through Stephanie, who is my mentor,
Okay.
and they get 7 new clients a month.
Can I see this?
When you publish a book, you become an expert. When you become an expert, people read it, they believe it. It's like you build it, they come. I got 7 clients after publishing my book
Really?
to coach, and I'm very happy about it. But if you don't spend the time and energy to do that, it's not going to happen for you.
So your book, it's you writing about all those featured writers, or they're
they
contributors?
actually wrote their own story. I
They-
gave
but
them
it's
that
in your
opportunity.
book?
Yes, I gave them
Okay.
the opportunity.
Okay.
Because I felt my book, my story's in it too, and a
Right.
lot of my stories are in it. But after I got coached, she said to me, Stephanie, who was my publisher from
Right.
Red Penguin, she said, you could make this even bigger and better. And I said, you're right. So I had to do the work. I had to do the research, talk to everybody, see what they was interested in. I put out a call, calls out to everyone. We met, and that's what happened as a result.
and the next book is going to be more of that? More
the next
stories?
book is going to be, I think, Tales of Long Island Widows.
Ah,
Because I just started talking to widows a lot. Because
sure.
when you become a widow, your life changes. Believe it or not.
Of course.
in a good way or a bad way?
Both.
Both.
Both. You miss a lot.
You miss a lot. Like, what do you miss?
Well, you used to go out a lot with couples.
Right.
You don't get invited as much with couples. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You go out a little more on your own. You meet new people.
Right.
You find out you have a lot more in common with widows or widowers, and you have the opportunity to meet some, weirdos and some nice people.
Are there any differences between when people go through divorce versus losing a
Yeah,
spouse
divorced
through
people
death?
are
Is it
very
is there any
angry.
different?
Divorced people are angry.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. But that doesn't mean they can't
At least on
change.
divorce.
Right.
They could change divorced people.
Oh.
Look, divorced people can change.
Oh, wow. That was a very angry statement, Sally.
But
Wow.
they come to the club, they
Because I'm
change.
divorced.
Yeah,
Right.
but they change when they come to the club because guess what? They realize that there are good people out there.
So there's good changes and there's bad changes. So the good changes are what? What are the good changes?
When you get divorced?
When you're a widow.
Oh, when you're a widow, is that you all of a sudden free your mind and you say, you know what? I could try this because there's no one telling me no.
Right.
I can.
How long does that take? Because I've seen it. Well,
it depends
like
on the
in both.
person.
Yeah. I was just gonna say. I'm sure it depends.
It depends
on the person. Because
Me,
it
didn't
seems
take long.
like some people maybe they've been told not to do something for so long, and here's their opportunity to take the cruise that the person that they were with would get seasick or didn't want
Right.
to spend the money.
Right.
And then there are other people that it takes like the people that take a little bit longer. Like, is that like a year? Like, what have you seen?
Yeah, I see that most people takes at least. I mean, if you were madly in love with your husband, then that's going to take you longer. But if you didn't have 100% marriage, and you become a widow and you could try to start doing things maybe your mate didn't want to do,
Right.
then that opens up a whole new world. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it was right or wrong. You had a good marriage, but sometimes after so many years, marriages get old or they get stale.
Right.
And unfortunately, men kind of tend to not want to do different things. Women are much more open to different things.
Like what?
I remember taking it was a sociology class in college, and I just always remembered this because it was like crazy. But then when it happens, I'm like, and it was like some statistics that if the husband died, the woman would live for a very, very long time. And for the men, they said something like if they didn't remarry, just statistics, if the man didn't remarry within 2 years, they died.
Yeah, well, I've heard
It was
that.
crazy.
That does happen
And I was like,
sometimes.
I think
Well,
it has a
some
lot to
men
do
need
with
to have
emotional
a woman.
stability.
Who wrote that study?
Some men need a
don't know.
woman on their
outta
side
here.
all the time. Some men will get married within a year.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
strong women are not going to want to get remarried unless, they meet the king of the world or something. But strong women are going to develop more things that are going to make them even better when they're on their own, I think.
Right.
I think it's because women also have a stronger sense of emotional coping mechanisms and support system. Like women talk to each other about emotional problems. Men
Yes.
don't really open up to each other about that. So
Yes.
they're holding all that grief and
Well, I have,
sadness inside.
there's anything at the club, people ask me the weirdest questions. I mean, we have something new coming up now, which I don't know how I'm going to develop this, but I'm gonna. And it's something about a woman and man's personal issues that maybe something happens to them and they lose some urine when they're
What?
getting older.
What?
Yeah. And so this gentleman that has this product to help people that have
Yeah.
incontinence,
Oh.
he said, do you think they'll talk to you? I'm like, yeah. They talk to me about anything.
Right.
And you have to make that part serious.
Right.
And we'll have a focus group just for him.
Right.
You know, and he'll come and he'll help us and we'll help him.
sure, because
But
it
I
only
mean,
helps people. I mean,
There's
sometimes
nothing
it's a little
off the
embarrassing. but-
charts when it comes to the Breakfast Club. Like, we don't say no. If we don't know the answer, we find the answer. If there's someone in our group that could do it and get a gig, great.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then we'll call 516 ads and David Gustin will give us somebody.
Right. Okay.
That's what we do. It's weird. It's just it's grown into something that's bigger than life, and that makes me happy.
Sure.
Bonnie said people always tell me to write a book, but I don't want to. I want to have fun. Well, couldn't
Let me
writing a
tell
book
you
be
something.
fun?
Come Tuesday night, you'll have a
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, go Tuesday night, Bonnie. I mean, she runs her open mic on Tuesday nights, but
You'll have a ball, and you'll basically come once a month, and you'll do it.
right.
And you'll meet
she should-
Stephanie.
Yeah, I think she should write a book. She's got a fascinating, and she's very, very open and honest.
I tell you, the night of my book launch was the second most best day of my life.
Really. The second, what was the first?
The first was when I had my daughter.
When you had your daughter.
Aw.
Not your marriage.
Well, my marriage was good,
Not
but
your
I
wedding
was a
day.
baby when I got married.
You were whoa.
I was 18.
Oh, wow.
I got married very young. I had a good marriage, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I was not grown up. I grew up with my daughter. I was 21 when I had my daughter.
Right,
So
right.
now I have grandchildren. I'm young. It's great
right.
because we got started young.
Yeah, but it had to be difficult in the beginning. You're probably happy now, but in the 20s, having all that going on had to be a
God.
lot.
Well,
can't
but
even
it was
imagine.
Italian back then. That was what you did. It was different.
Yes,
then.
Sally, that's what you did.
It was different then.
Me and
now,
my Irish ways.
now it's different.
You and your
Now
Irish.
My mom
life
would be
is
lucky
different.
if she has grandkids before she's 60.
Right. Well, I'm going to be in the same boat. I'm not going to have grandkids before I'm 60. I
I-
got started later.
Yeah.
Well, my
There's nothing wrong
daughter
with that.
acts like my mother now. Because what happens is your roles change. Your
Right.
daughter becomes your mother. And she's like, what are you doing on Facebook? What are you doing here? She's watching me, she's like, because now I'm a widow,
Right,
She-
right.
I hope you don't know, I'm like, yeah, Jen, I know what I'm doing. But
Right.
she's great. And my grandchildren are even greater because they're hysterical when the night my book launch came out. This is to go show your kids.
Yeah.
My grandchildren sent me a video. They're 12 and 15.
Right. Oh, same age as my kid.
Yeah.
My kids, your grandkids?
No.
Oh, just checking.
And on the video on my phone, it said, you fucking did it. That's what it said
Oh my goodness.
for the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, is that adorable from your grandchildren?
That is totally
Very,
adorable.
Very adorable.
I mean, should I
Are they
have
boys
not,
or girls?
Should I have not said that word?
No,
No,
you're
that's
totally
fine.
fine. I'm just teasing you.
Is it,
I'm
is
just
it-
totally
are they
teasing.
boys or girls?
It's a boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl.
And it's played the song. You did it, and it said grandma, and it was on the thing, on the phone, wherever, how they do that
Yeah.
with the computer.
Right.
And that was like
Yeah, that is cool.
fun. It was fun.
Very fun.
That's what I'm all about.
And there are
Yeah.
all these new chapters in life. I mean, and that's kind of the thing that you need, like businesses need to understand. Just because you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, there's all these new things that are going on. and
Well,
people have-
businesses, my best advice to a business is contact us, go through a charity, whatever. We're not a charity, okay? We're an organization that's here for the community.
Right.
But either way, your best way to get business is by giving. You get what you give.
Right.
And you give, it comes back to you in spades.
I give a lot. I get nothing in return.
No, well, then you're not
I get
giving them
nothing
the
but
right-
aggravation in return.
You don't give the right to the right people then.
Oh, I don't give it to the right people, so I got to change who I'm giving to.
That's right.
All right, I could do that. That's fun.
I mean, life is not a dress rehearsal. Life is not easy. Everybody has it rough and everybody has a story. But guess what?
What?
If you tell the truth and you're honest, the truth sets you free.
The
And it
truth.
helps you. It really does. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and my first book was about a little girl on Long Island, and it's about me and my best friend. And she lives in Port Jeff, and we were in a bar having drinks, a bunch of us, one day.
How old are you?
Back then, that was 13 years ago, 15 years
Oh,
ago.
oh,
yeah.
I thought you were a little. Okay.
No, and we saw this old lady crying at the bar
Oh, why was she
and-
crying?
because her granddaughter had almost drowned in a pool,
Oh,
and she couldn't breathe, and she needed certain kind of oxygen it wasn't covered. And that my first book. We got up, we sobered up, we went to meet the kid, the grandmother took us there, and the rest is history. And I have a book all about it. And that was another great
What's the name
day
of that book?
In Love and Friendship.
Oh. Did
It's
she
on
just
my
say that
website,
and that's
too.
why you're looking at me? Okay.
Yeah, it's on my website. That was another turning point with me and my best friend. We've always been friends. It was for 7.
Right.
But now our friendship, who has a friend for 60-something years? You're
well,
very
I'm not
lucky.
alive for 60-something years yet,
Yeah.
so.
But what I'm saying is,
Oh.
we're very lucky. But if people embrace life by giving, by something, every day, if one person did something kind, what kind of a great world would that be?
Right.
And,
Yeah, Sally,
and this
do
whole
something
thing with
kind
the
today.
bullying now with the kids.
Sally's a bully.
I need you to give me $1 today.
The hell out of here. That's
yeah,
not, get out of
just
here.
$1.
No, she told me I have to stop giving to the.
I signed up for
people.
that Venmo, and I want to make sure
I
it
have it,
works.
but I don't know how to use it.
Me either. Have Eric give you $1 too.
Oh, I could have
I
Venmoed
have
you
a-
the money.
I have a pink card sitting at home.
I don't know how it works, so I want to make
Venmo?
sure I can
Well,
do.
here's
Well, I
another
signed
thing.
up. I did the app.
Okay,
and
so
then I
send
looked
me
through
some
your
money.
stuff that you're on it.
Yeah, send me money.
Like you're like, and it actually says, "Oh, I gave Lenny money or
Yes.
something." I'm like, that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
what's that about?
You
like,
don't
why
have to have it
Why do
showing-
I have to like? Well, I know you could do private, but why
Right.
wouldn't
It's
you
good to have
always do
Venmo.
it private?
Because what am I doing? I'm paying for
Because
baseball.
some people make
basically.
it funny. It's basically like a weird social media bank app.
But the thing about Venmo,
Is that why?
Yeah,
To make it like more social or something?
Oh, Bonnie said the truth gets her in trouble. No, it's
We have a call.
yeah, I guess.
But it makes you feel better.
Oh,
We have
got
a
a
call.
caller.
Hold
Does
on.
it always?
Hey, you're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show with Valentina Janik. Who's this?
Dennis, hey guys.
Hey, Dennis,
how are you, buddy?
How you guys doing today?
We're doing well. How are you?
I got to. I'm just joining at home because I'm watching you guys on Facebook today.
All right. Did you
Thank
see
you, pal.
see our guest Valentina Janik?
Hey, I like them. So far, they're pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta go to valentinajanik.com and check out all her books and information.
That's cool.
All right, bub.
I want to give a shout out to Daniel Romano. He's the best.
Okay.
Very nice. Did you watch him last night?
Oh yes.
Good. It was a good time as always, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
Good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right,
Appreciate
Dennis.
it, guys. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling all the time, Dennis. We appreciate it.
Do you know what I
see
also
you guys
wanted
later.
to tell you?
All right. See ya.
On the Venmo, honey.
Yes.
You know how we found out about Venmo at the club?
What?
We do research. We do research for people sometimes. They call me at the club and they say, "You have anybody that wants to do some research? We'll pay $50. Show up at a certain time." And it's like, research like in a group, a focus group.
Okay.
But you can only get paid on Venmo.
Okay.
I'm like, what's Venmo?
I
And
know.
that's how
People
we found
keep
out
asking about it. And then I was like, all
but
right.
it's good because we all got paid $50 for the day.
Yeah.
And if you show up early, there's a bonus. And they have a raffle, and you get $50 more for the person that wins. Because they need people to answer the questions that they want answered.
Wow, that's neat.
And there's a place right here on Division Avenue where we go once in a while, and we do focus groups.
Wow.
Now, if you're out of work, that's $50.
Right.
And they give you lunch.
Right. $50 is $50
And they
bucks
pay
is
you.
$50 is $50.
And they give you lunch.
Right.
So I share this with everyone. I'm like, thanks, we went. But you have to meet a certain criteria.
Right.
So they ask you questions. Do you, let's say, use Crest toothpaste? Do you, whatever it is, whatever the product is doing.
Yes.
But that's an income stream that will help some people.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do it a lot. I used to do when I worked in Manhattan. It was easy.
Manhattan is a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get some nice ones. I'd go at lunchtime or I'd go after work. I'd make $250 for an hour.
But
Just
very-
giving my opinion. It was
But
great.
very few people know how to do it.
I love
They don't
it.
know the connection.
awesome.
They don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so we do that. So we help each other out. Like if you know someone that lives in a certain, like they had one for Hicksville a few weeks ago.
Right.
Ah,
So they
did you
had
go
to
to
live in
that?
Hicksville to do this.
Oh,
So I
you
just
should've
put it
called
out
me.
to everybody, and whoever went.
Nobody called me.
Well,
Why didn't you call me? How much was it?
it was $75.
$75. I would have did that.
And the one they did down here was a lawyer case, so you had to be on a jury.
Right.
Oh.
That was interesting.
Okay. We got a lot more questions. Bonnie says the truth always gets her in trouble. Quincy Martin, our black listener, says better off keeping quiet or denying. We have 2 black listeners, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
I just want. Somebody
She's so
wants.
scared right
Somebody wants to
now.
know if you're from Floral Park.
Yes.
Yes, she says.
I grew up in Floral Park.
Did you really?
Yes. What's her name?
Chris Thomas.
I know her. Does she know me?
I don't know.
I'm from Floral Park, born and raised, loved it.
I'm trying to figure out why last night there was no make out or no. Oh, on the.
Yeah, he gave away the money last night. Right?
Oh, I guess he gave away the money. I'm not sure. I don't know. But we'd have to find out. So you're from Floral Park. But you're not in that area anymore. You live in a co-op, right? And
Now I live in
now-
North Valley Stream, but I
right.
lived in Floral Park for 46 years. I loved it.
How long were you married?
47 years.
47 years.
Yep.
47 years.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. But Floral Park is the best place in the world to raise kids and live. I know everybody in Floral Park. My publisher's from Floral Park.
Wow. I don't like Floral Park.
Oh, you go to Butter Cookie Bakery? It's
New
the best
Hyde
bakery.
Park was better than Floral Park.
Yeah, it's all right. But Floral Park is the greatest. Stella's Restaurant. I grew up with the girls that owned Stella's Restaurant.
Umberto's is where we went in New Hyde
Yeah,
Park. 'cause
Umberto's
we,
is
we
nice,
were-
but nothing can't beat Floral Park.
No, I had a family that lived in New Hyde Park, and I
Probably know
I
them.
liked it over there.
I'm sure I know.
Did you
them.
know them? No, I don't think you knew them.
I bet you she
I know
knows
everybody.
them. It's
No,
crazy. Well,
you
it's so
didn't know
funny
them.
how because Joe contacted me. He's like, I have this great person who would be great on your show. Her name is, and the second he said your name, like, I met her. He's like, you are kidding me. He goes, I always joke that Tina knows so many people that it's just shocking to me. He's like, how do you know her? I'm like, we did a murder mystery, and I met her, and it is, and that's kind of indicative of who you
karma.
are, because we do these shows all the time, and often people come up after the show and say, oh, you people are so great, or whatever they're saying, or oh my God, please fire Eric, whatever they're saying at the time. But you come over and you introduce yourself, and it's a skill. And
is.
where did you learn that skill? 'Cause I remembered you. We do these things all the time. But I was like, oh, I know that
One of my
name.
favorite
I know that
reporters,
woman, and then that's how you do it. But I don't. It's amazing.
One of my favorite reporters, his name was Steve Burke. He's from Boston. He lives there, but he used to travel in all the time. He used to say, Valentina, you have the gift of gab. That's a gift. I never believed him.
And it's not so much a gift. It's it's a skill.
I guess it's a skill.
I have the
a
gift
skill.
of flab. Does that
Well,
help?
I have flab too. So
Right. I just
trust
didn't
me,
know.
I have that too. I don't. You
All
know.
right. Did you know the Dina Colas?
Dina Colas?
I
Yeah.
know Dina Colas.
Where do they live?
New Hyde Park.
Oh, I probably know them by face. I used to work for New Hyde Park rubbish removal when I was younger, so I probably know them. What
Say,
street
say
do they
that
live
slow.
They lived on North
Rubbish room?
Yeah, rubbish, removal.
Oh.
I used to work for the
trash room.
Sarah's years ago. The carting,
You know the Tedisco's in New Hyde Park.
maybe.
They lived on North 10th Street.
All those we picked up
The
all the garbage,
Parisis.
so I knew them. Yes,
Do you know the Spinellos in Floral Park?
probably yes.
It's all probablys. I'm not getting any
I
definitive
need
answers here.
faces. I need to know, but I know everybody. Yes, I do. The thing is, you go to Floral Park Diner
Yes.
for lunch.
I go in
You
for,
don't get out of there.
I went for breakfast
Yeah, well,
with
they-
Chris Thomas
Yeah,
recently.
they're good. And
Yeah.
when you go to the Floral Park Diner, you see the world. Like, oh my God, how are you? And that makes you feel good because you're back
Everybody
in your
knows
roots.
your name.
You're back in your roots.
Oh.
You know, your roots are, I mean, that's how I learned how to do all this. My mother used to take all the Italian people on the bus on Jericho Turnpike to get welfare or money with because they didn't know how to do it.
Did you go to Holy Rood?
No.
I mean, not Holy Rood.
Hollywood's a cemetery.
Holy Spirit?
I go there
Eventually.
occasionally,
You go to
but
Holy
I don't
Spirit?
go there for
Did you
church.
die?
Believe it or not, I was raised in a Polish church, St. Edward's.
Really?
Yeah, I was Polish. My best friend is Polish, so I know all about Polish food. And
Well-
that's my friend for 60
Pierogies?
Pierogies, borscht, platek at communion, all that stuff. I know everything about the Polish.
Wow.
Well, Floral Park was either Polish or Irish churches. That's it. you know.
Irish. Ugh.
Well, Victory was a beautiful parish.
Which one was?
Our Lady of Victory. It's
Our
a
Lady of
My
Victory?
grandchildren went there, but
Oh.
we did, my father made all the nuns' desks. My father was a woodworker in Floral Park.
Like Jesus.
That's how way back we go.
carpenter.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
He made coffins in Italy.
Oh.
When he came to
Like
this country.
Satan.
No, when he came to this country, that's what he used to make, but then he switched to cabinets and all kinds of nice things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Genus, yes, she is part of the Sons of Italy, right? You are correct?
Oh, well, I'm in Lynbrook. Yep. Sons of Italy in Lynbrook. The women's division.
In Lynbrook. Where did we do our Sons of Italy show? In Oceanside, right? No.
We did Sons of Italy in, wasn't it Lynbrook?
I thought it was Oceanside.
We did Oceanside too.
Oceanside or Lynbrook. I
Yeah,
don't know.
With Ed.
The
Ed.
best organization that I joined since I'm a widow.
Yeah, the Zangrillos. You know
You know the Zangrillos?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
The Sons of Italy, the Daughters of Italy, are a fantastic group of women. And the women's division is really, really nice. They're just wonderful. It was very good for me. I actually joined before he died
Oh.
to prepare myself because I knew
Oh.
it was coming.
Oh, so you knew it was coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, it was 2 years of help, but yeah.
Oh.
There's no pictures in this book.
Yes, in the beginning, who the book is dedicated to. My best friend and my
Wendy
sister.
Hoffman.
Maria.
Oh.
No, Wendy wrote my foreword, but my book is dedicated to my sister who passed away.
Oh.
She was a club member, and my other friend who was my co-founder who passed away.
Yeah, it gets rough, huh?
Yeah, but Joanna's up there saying, "I can't believe it's come this far," and I met Joanna in the hallway of an interview. She was interviewing for the same job I was, and that's how we met.
What job was it?
It was at the United Way
Oh, the United Way.
for an executive director. Yep.
Which chapter is about Heidi? I want to see
You
Heidi.
have to just keep looking.
Heidi
now.
Fleiss?
Oh, look at
Yeah,
it.
you gotta. It's
Oh, you're gonna make me read the whole
you
thing.
get- yeah. Well, it's you'll enjoy
I'm
it.
teasing
I'm
you.
telling you. You'll
No, I will.
enjoy it.
I think I would.
Do you find that most people, once they get into their 50s and 60s, like you talk about gigs, but do you find that they kind of turn to starting their own stuff, like
Yes.
their own business, instead of just, doing gig stuff, but they kind of like think out of the box, thinking,
Yes, if they have
how can I
money.
do
If
my
they
own
have-
business
if
and not
they
work
have a
for anyone
husband
anymore?
That will support them to start a business. Yes.
What is the, one thing that comes up a lot is when people start to do that, what do they do for health care until they reach
that's a
65? Like what,
Well, if you get laid off, you go on COBRA, which is a fortune.
which is ridiculous.
If you have children, you go on Child Health Plus.
Yeah.
know. And if you don't have, if you can't do any of that and you really are hard up, you go to welfare and you get, you get some kind of plan. If not, you either go to the government where they have, the thing with Obamacare.
Obamacare.
But it's not great. I spent a lot of money on Obamacare. The best thing was when I became of age for Medicare, I went on AARP, but it's not cheap. It's $300 a month.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
But-
I actually thought it was 400, so
But
three
I
is
don't have
looking
to-
good.
if
And
you
you
have
have to be
ailments-
65 for that?
Yeah, if you don't have ailments, if you have ailments, then you're lucky to be on F plan because you're grandfathered in for the rest of your life. But it's a lot of money. $300 a month is a lot if you have to pay for a house and everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
But you
crazy.
have to be 62 to go
Oh,
on
62?
Medicare.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Does she know? Gina Congemi wants to know. Do you know my dad, Joseph Congemi? He was president of New York State. I guess the Sons of Italy.
I know the name, yes.
You know the name?
Yes.
And her mom also helped start most of the lodges. Mom was a big part of starting the women's division.
Well, then I probably met her mom.
You
'cause,
probably met her mom.
Yeah, I'm in the women's division.
Oh.
She's probably a great lady. They all are there.
They're
all great
wonderful.
ladies.
They're wonderful ladies. And we talk
And-
about
and not
sauce or gravy.
Sauce.
Thank you.
It's also no, but it's also young girls, older people. Like when we go on these trips, I love it. We go on the bus to see the plays.
Yeah. What plays did you go see?
I saw Cher.
Oh, in the city.
Yeah, Bronx Tale.
Oh, with that guy,
Ugh.
Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens on these bus tours is,
You gamble.
well, they drink on them. The daughters of the mothers come.
Yeah.
They bring the
The weed?
booze.
Oh.
No
Oh,
weed.
but that's going to be popular now
But
because you'll be
we-
like, oh, we got cataracts, and we
And
start smoking.
so I like to sit, I sit with the older group, but then when the daughters come, I like sit with them too because they're fun.
Right.
So you kind of have to measure your time and be with everybody.
Is it always in the city that you go?
Yep.
Did you-
It's great.
did
don't
you
do
know-
Nothing. You just show up.
Did
Gotta
you
go-
know?
You can stay right here on the island.
That's right. Did you know that there are equity theater? There's a new equity theater, meaning they get actors from Manhattan to come out and perform here in Babylon at the
Yes.
Argyle.
Yes. I also. Did you know?
Yes.
If you a member of AARP
Yes.
and you volunteer, that you
Yes.
can see all the plays on Long Island for free. Is
What the
Nice.
hey
Wait,
now?
what?
What I do-
Oh, on Long Island.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
fine with
But
me.
you go. You
I
do
was
your
like,
table.
back the fuck
Right.
up. I've been trying to see Book of Mormon since, it came out.
The
But I
Book
can't- I don't wanna
of
spend all that money.
Mormon.
Yeah, well, volunteer. I
Yes,
go,
Sally,
I bring-
volunteer.
You get a suitcase, you open it up. You do very nice work for ARP. You give everyone a phone cleaner. They clean their phone.
Mm-hmm.
They sign up. You see the show for free.
How?
You got to be a volunteer for ARP.
Yeah, Sally. She just told you how.
You gotta
Come
put in
on.
the
And
And how old do you have
get
to
the
be
time.
to
Put
be
on your listening ears.
As long as
AARP?
you're a volunteer, I don't think you have to be. a
You don't have to
certain
be any
age.
age.
Well, when can you join AARP?
No, when
No,
you,
you're not listening.
No,
I know,
you
I just
can
wanna know
join
that
at
answer.
50.
See, I could be in now.
You should be.
You could join at 50.
Because your listening is going.
Because my listening is
But I
bad.
tell you, that's another thing no one knows about.
And we're not talking about the show with Johnny Fever. We're talking about
I've seen
AARP.
more plays since I became a volunteer for ARP than
Right.
anything. And one of my goals was when I retired, I want to see theater, dinners. I want to see nice things.
Right.
Because when I was younger, I didn't do it. I
What
had
was your
kids.
favorite show so far?
I love them all. Everyone says, "How do you love them all?"
You have to pick.
You got to
How
pick
easy.
one. Gun to the head.
I did like Cher. I really liked
You did
Cher.
like Cher, huh?
That's the one that you didn't go to.
No.
I haven't seen Jersey Boys yet. Everyone's like,
Oh, I
"Why
heard that
not?"
was really good.
Because
I didn't see good reviews on Cher.
Oh, that was great.
Go to the Argyle. They have the show that's playing right now, the $1 Million Quartet.
Where's the Argyle?
It's
It's
Babylon.
in Babylon.
Oh yeah, that's a trip. But I would go. Yeah.
You're going
Well,
to
so
New
is the
York
trip to
City.
Yeah, but when I go to Manhattan, I get on a bus. I do nothing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you could organize the bus to go to the
Yeah,
Babylon.
we could.
Because
Oh.
it's really an equity theater.
But you
Road
see,
goes
I'm not
both
in charge
ways.
of that stuff anymore. I'm
Oh.
in charge of just my club. And when I go to all these other things, I'm a guest because my club is my club, and I do all the work for my club. But
Right.
when I'm going to other things, I'm the guest, which is really nice because how much can you do? I do a lot.
You do.
But I like it, But when I had my job was at the magazine to make clients and people that work there happy. It was the greatest job in the world. And I used to have to outdo the last thing. I mean, I brought a bunch of people to New Orleans. I taught them how to cook and had a parade down the street
Wow.
for all the vendors, and they all were thrilled to death.
Bourbon Street.
But that was the good old days when companies spent money on the clients and the employees.
Right.
It's
Now.
different now. Those jobs don't exist.
Hmm.
But I tell you, it was a great job. I have nothing bad to say except the one person that did, in the end, he's a mental midget. He's in the book.
Yeah.
He basically, ruined me in the end, and I had to leave because of him. But when your management changes at a job, that's the worst thing for a person that's older. Because most of the time, changes in management are people that are younger,
Right.
and they're going to bring in their own staff.
Right.
But in a way, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. So, what can I say?
So some good, some not so good.
But that's life. My vision is live life, laugh a lot, have fun.
Pet the dog.
I don't like dogs, but
Oh,
I
I'm
deal
out.
with dogs. No. On my website, I have a picture of me and a beautiful black dog, and everyone's like, "You've changed." Because
Racist.
I'm not a dog person. But I am liking dogs now. I never
Right.
did. I'm not going to have one live with me, but I can pet a dog now.
I can pet a dog.
Wow, you didn't like dogs that
Were
much.
you
didn't
afraid
even
of
pet
them?
Yeah,
Are you like a
afraid
cat
of them.
person?
No, I haven't.
What?
You're the same way? Is
Yeah.
that
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I was
That's
asking if she's a cat person. If you're not a
Oh,
dog
oh,
No, I
person.
hate,
No.
I hate
Are you-
cats.
Yeah.
You just
it's-
not like
she
dogs?
still
I
hates
always had a
cats.
dog. All right,
Right.
the dog wasn't allowed in my house.
What about birds?
And even when the dog, when she would come,
Monkeys.
can you go outside?
Probably
No.
a lizard person.
You can't.
What do you mean you can't
Well,
go? So
some
what'd you do with the
Some
dog?
people don't
She wasn't allowed
have
to bring him
animals
'cause
in
he
their
was
house.
loud and
What kind of dog was it?
big. I don't know what kind of dog it is.
Wait,
But-
so the dog would have to stay in the car?
No, I said don't bring him here. But
But
once
when
she
she did, what
when her
would you
father
do?
was very sick, she did.
And
He liked the dog, so I let it happen. but
Pet the
so his
dog for
dying
the
wish
last
was to pet a
time.
dog, and you let it happen.
Please pet that
he
dog.
liked the dog.
You get 4 pets.
But my daughter loves animals. How? She used to have what do you call that dog? The big. I forgot the name.
Lab.
His name was Monty. The lab. Beautiful dog.
A lab is big.
A lab is huge.
A lab is big. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen a Great Dane?
Yeah, well, that's even
What about a
worse.
Newfoundland?
When I
That thing's like a
babysat
mini
for that
horse.
dog, I had to lock myself in the back room. I was afraid of it. 'cause
What
I
do
had
you
babies.
mean? How are you
something
afraid of a
happen to you?
lab? They're the friendliest dogs in
Well,
the
he
world.
was a good dog, but I was afraid of him.
Oh my!
Did
goodness.
something happen to you? Like child v
No,
dog
but
or
back in the days, we didn't have dogs. Italians didn't have dogs now they do, but back in the days, my parents were old-fashioned. You
Right.
didn't have a dog.
God.
Perro.
You did not have a dog.
No
yeah,
dogs.
I watched this this pet special on people that were afraid of dogs, and it's funny. They would have you have on your TV or something like videotapes of like just sweet puppies with nice music, and it really like helped a lot because people they're just petrified. Like there are people that they look outside before they put the garbage out to make sure there's not a dog in the road, and it really is like a big fear. So.
Well, I have to say that when you do become a widow, I think most people do get a little dog, and it's probably very helpful.
Yeah,
But for me, I'd be afraid. I just,
that's what my grandmother did. She got a little poodle.
nah, wouldn't be for me. 'cause
But I
then you
hated
have to
that
stay
dog.
home. I don't stay home.
You don't stay home.
Very rare.
Very rare. You're out and about.
I'm out and about helping people doing something.
You go to ceramics class.
No,
Oh,
ceramics.
no
That's for
ceramics.
the old.
Oh, all right. I didn't know.
Good
She's
answer.
the young one in the community. Come
Oh.
on.
I'm
right.
old, but I'm young at heart.
Do you walk around
right.
with shoes in your house, or you take your shoes off?
No, I take them off.
See, okay. Somebody asked that.
Socks on or off when you sleep.
The socks off.
Okay.
But I have 4 blankets. I'm cold.
You cold?
I'm always cold.
Well, stop sleeping nude.
No, I don't do that. Trust me,
Oh.
I don't sleep nude.
Oh,
No, I'm an old fart.
Just her feet.
I'm an old fart.
an old fart.
Yeah, I
What
have-
does that mean? You can still sleep nude?
No, I wear jogging pants, sweatshirts, turtlenecks,
To bed,
sorta.
You wear
And then
turtlenecks to bed?
blankets.
but no socks.
I can't
No,
wear
no,
That
turtlenecks
makes
in
no
general.
sense.
Well, I have trouble with my feet.
Yeah, you need to have
Oh.
your toes need to be free. Free
They say you
toes.
shouldn't have anything on your feet.
Really?
When what? When you sleep?
Yeah, in general, you're supposed to
Why?
keep your feet clear.
Not even a blanket?
Well, yeah,
Oh.
when you go to sleep, but when you walk around, they say it's better for your feet if you don't have anything on your feet.
Oh,
I
'cause
was
they can
I was
breathe.
walking slippers because walking on the hard floor like hurts my feet after a while.
Well, I still am old-fashioned. I have carpeting. Everyone's like, why don't you get wood floors? I'm like, you know what? Maybe in another 3 years. Not
In
yet.
another
Oh, it
life.
gets cold.
I just got this place. It had
Nice.
carpeting. Why buy floors?
Now this
Nice.
co-op, are you when you get into things like that? Are you renting it? Do you buy
I own
it?
it.
That's great.
How
That's
old do you have
cool.
to be to get into there?
62 and over.
See, Sally?
Close.
And the thing
Close.
is when you start thinking you might want to do it, you put your application in a few years before.
Ah, so now.
It
So
takes
put it in
time to
now,
get up the
Sally.
list.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't do it yesterday.
Right.
No,
so
but
Sa-
it's like things people just don't think about.
yeah, but Sally will be your neighbor, and then she'll be like, "What is Valentina doing in the
Well, the
garbage?"
neighbors, the neighbors are funny. I have
Right.
to tell you.
Why
One
is
lady
she in
goes,
the dumpster?
Oh, what do you
Why
do?
can't I be
She's
in the
like,
dumpster?
What do you do?
Driving
She
the
goes, I
wrong way to
noticed
drop off
you,
the garbage.
You had a lot of people come here to help you. I'm like, oh, well, I needed help, you know. They're just cute.
Should have just said, "I'm a mob wife now. Don't piss me off."
No, that would never.
I'm a mob wife. No, don't piss
Then
me
there's
off.
the old man, you know, with the cart,
didn't know
you
you
know,
were-
he's
Yeah.
walking. He's like, you look very nice today. I'm like, thank you.
Don't make
Ooh,
me
he's
rub that
flirting.
bread on your face.
Oh, look at
He's
that.
flirting with you.
It's sweet. It's just sweet. You know
When
what
I
I
get
mean?
to the,
It's
when I do the
nice.
hibbity dibbity,
Yeah, it's like sweet.
the hucklebuck,
It's just
What?
The
the
hucklebuck.
hucklebuck.
It's very
Hucklebuck?
funny.
What's a
life is
hucklebuck?
different,
They did the
you know?
hucklebuck
Yeah.
back in the day.
But
You
in
talking
general,
about
they're
Huckleberry
nice.
Finn?
Oh, there's no one that's not nice.
But it's quiet at like 6 o'clock.
When I have friends come over at 10 o'clock at night,
Nice.
10 o'clock at night. What's the matter with you?
I'm a late
Oh, that's
person.
awesome. I love
so
it.
they like look out the window.
Who's
you know,
coming
like,
over?
See, I was meant to live in this place for the last 30 years. I would like have dinner at like 4:30, done at like 6:30.
I'm coming over your house at
I
10
know,
o'clock.
I know.
I want to hang out and
And the
have fun
funny
at
part is,
Valentina's
like, I
place.
have a kid that does my little garden.
wake up
have
at
this
5.
little garden, this big.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's getting all these people to do his. They want him to do his garden now because mine looks so cute.
Ah.
And he's one of
See?
my
That's
ambassadors
networking,
at
right?
the
There you
club.
go.
And
Right.
now he's getting paid.
He's
Now
we
he's
made
got
him
a gig.
We made him a company called Rock and Roll. You know,
Gardens.
Gardens.
Rock and
Yeah,
roll
rock
McDonald's.
roll, like he's like a maintenance man. You know, I'll do everything. So we gave him a
nice.
card, and he's got a business now.
Look at that. All because he
his
came
name
to
is
the.
Rock and Seas. That's his name.
Rock and
so
Seas?
We try to make something with the rock for him.
Okay.
What else? Is there anything over there that we haven't seen yet?
Well,
or-
we told you about the book. The book.
Well, you got and you got to keep pushing that. But we have 15 minutes left, so you got to keep
How to
pushing
write a
that.
book. Yeah, that's the
This
thing.
Tuesday. Where was it again?
This Tuesday is
At the Olinda Cafe.
Olinda's Cafe. It's in West Hempstead. There's parking in the back. The food is delicious. It's homemade, and basically you'll meet some different people from all different cultures. Everybody's very friendly, and everybody has a story, and it's very interesting to hear the story of different people what they want to write about. 2 weeks ago, there was a woman who escaped Europe
What?
from the mafia, and she's writing the story.
You can't let her in there. They're gonna attack
Everybody
the place, and
loved
you're gonna
it.
get hurt.
They loved it.
I'm going to make him an offer they can't refuse.
Yeah. So I mean, that was kind of cute. You know.
Cute.
No, basically, yeah. And then there was a guy who wrote about his wife who he loved her to death.
But he had to
And-
kill her.
No,
Yeah, he killed
she
her.
had cancer and she passed.
Oh, that's different.
Oh.
But that was still endearing because he loved this woman like forget it. I mean, he was his whole life. You know, and then we have new people that like the dentist now. He's a dentist, but if he writes about his dentist thing, he's going to get more clients because he's going to have a party.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody now hires me to do their launch because nobody has a launch like this.
Nobody.
Right. Nobody.
No, I mean, people go to the library.
Right.
You know, then the book review, I tried to get my book in there, and I find out
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
take half the money.
Yeah. What do
Oh,
they?
is that right?
What, like
Have
if
your
you
own
if you
launch.
sell 10 books, 5 of the sales goes to them. Okay.
Guess what? The Breakfast Club could put you on a launch. You get your own book money then.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that? You know, like people have to think smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Other than the Tuesday, like how do they find your book? Just
Well,
is it on
basically-
Amazon or anything
Yes,
like
it's
that?
on
Okay.
Amazon. It's on Kindle, and they're at every meeting. I have them, and they're in my trunk. So no matter where I go, I just open
your
the trunk.
office.
Well, now you got 2 less to carry.
Yes.
Because, Tony and
And
I
I
bought
can
some.
only
Not
pick
Sally.
up a case at a time because my car is full.
Gina Conjemi-Coffin, she wants to know, can she give info about the paid focus group on Long Island and how to get in touch to do it?
She can send me an email, go to my club, LongIslandBreakfastClub.org, and every time I get a request, I will send her the information. Like I have one right now that just came in yesterday
From where?
from the group in Syosset.
Oh, not Hicksville.
No.
Is it LongIslandBreakfastClub.org or LI?
No,
or
it's always
it's
Long Island, and they should go on Facebook because I have a Facebook. I have my own Facebook, and I have a Breakfast Club Facebook,
the
and
page.
everything is posted on Facebook. You know, as far as like things we do and things
Right.
that are different,
Yep.
and people we recommend because they're good at what they do. Now, you guys are going to be on Facebook. Whatever.
Yay!
What?
You have to help me figure it out.
I already put you on your page.
Right, but I mean, tell me what to do, like, because I'm bad with the technology.
I'll
You
help
want to know how to do it like the next time? Is that what you mean?
Whatever we have to do to
Whatever.
promote you guys, we'll do it.
Nice.
Okay, great.
That's what we do for people, you know. It's,
Well, we're coming back to Frank Steaks. We're coming back there July 26th.
oh, well,
Right.
I'll get a group to come.
But Vinny won't be there.
Why? Did you fire him?
No, he fired himself. He's a big stand-up guy now. He doesn't
Get
have
out.
time for us.
Get out.
Yeah.
Isn't that just known as quitting?
And he's doing no, he didn't quit. He just, but he doesn't really have as much time for us anymore. And
Well, he
he's
does the
dancing.
ballerina
He's
thing.
dancing. Where was he going? Did he tell you? He's going away for like the whole month of August. He's
he-
going away for some dancing job.
Really? That's
Yeah.
great. He's,
Thank
Yeah, I
God.
forget.
he's a good kid.
We gotta-
He's a kid. What is he, 20? What is
20.
he?
He's 30.
just turned 30.
Just
He's
turned
older
30.
than you
He
think.
doesn't
Just turned 30. Just
He's
a few
good
weeks ago.
looking, you said?
I said he doesn't look 30. I
Oh.
didn't say that.
Yeah, he's a weird kid.
He is a little strange, but he's a great
He
guy.
needs help.
He's a little
He needs
strange.
he needs guidance from Valentina.
Well, I think if he knows that I would help him. I don't help anybody.
Yeah,
People call me all the weirdest things, you know, but
What's the weirdest thing anybody asked you about?
wow, that's a tough one.
That's what you get here, the tough questions.
How about like top 3?
The weirdest thing.
Yeah, the weirdest thing. What's one of the weirdest things anybody's ever asked you?
It was probably on this show.
Oh, the story's in the book.
Oh, okay, all right, tell us. Give us a little tidbit. So
Well,
entice people to
there's
buy
a
the book.
story
Whet
in
their
the book.
appetite. Okay.
About a dominatrix.
Oh, I like this.
Whoa.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
She slept in her car for weeks.
Oh, because she didn't have any clients?
She was out of work. She lost her apartment.
How the fuck did she have
Came
work?
to the club.
Yeah,
We helped her a little.
yeah.
She was a little, you know, out there.
Shocker.
But that's definitely what she did for a living.
Well, that's not what she did when she came to us.
Oh.
She was living out of her car, just trying to get
So
by.
you pimped her out into being.
No.
Oh,
no.
she came up with the idea.
She did it on her
Do you
own.
have a
Okay.
number?
I'm not.
I'm
not
not
going there.
I want to get
All right.
spanked.
What
Valentina.
happened was, as a result
Weirdos.
of us coaching her a little bit,
Yes.
you have to, be your own person.
Yes.
Basically, then she told us that she was going to this bar and what happened.
Yes.
I'm like, well, you really, playing with fire there.
Right.
In the end, the story's in the book.
Yes.
In the end of the story,
Yes.
she wound up working in this dungeon in Manhattan.
Yes.
But in the end, she had enough clients that she talked them into being a cuddler. And she loves her job now.
She's a cuddler
And
now?
she has an
Professional cuddler?
apartment.
Nice.
And she pays her own bills.
She's
Wait a minute. What?
She went from a dominatrix to a professional cuddler?
Yes, because
Did-
she didn't want to do the dominatrix, but she had no choice.
There's such
I
a
have
thing as
I have a
professional
question.
cuddlers?
Yes.
Oh.
That's a job? A cuddler?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like the best hugger ever.
So she's a success story.
Is there a
because-
hugger job?
Probably.
Well, what? Can you put Sally in touch with this
how many,
cuddler?
How much do you make an hour
Right.
to hug
Well,
people?
as a dominatrix, she did all right.
Yeah.
That's how she was able to get her apartment.
Right.
But she didn't like the job. But she got enough people that really, I don't think she did as much. I think that she was more of a talker.
Right.
That she was able to formulate a job as
Oh,
a
so-
cuddler in the end. So that's a
Wow.
positive
I didn't even
story.
know that was a job.
Well, could you put Sally in touch with this cuddler? And because Sally wants to be like a Long Island cuddler.
Yes, there are jobs on Long Island for cuddlers.
Yes.
I didn't even know this existed.
Me
That is
neither.
crazy.
There
Yes.
are jobs, so that I
You
mean, I
gotta-
had to
and
think about
you
it
should
for
do
a
that.
while.
Sally should do that.
But
You won't care if she's cuddling men?
No, she does it all the time anyway.
you'd be
Slut.
surprised in the theatrical field. I'm sure you know this.
The what? The,
What?
Theatrical field, there
Yeah.
are some weird things that go on out there.
No.
There is.
I
No.
once another funny story was somebody told me he came and he said, I'm in
Leave it.
theater.
Yeah.
I'm in theater. I'm like, oh,
Like a
great.
dog, leave
He
it.
had a big
Drop.
beard. He had a lot of hair.
Ew, he had
You're-
probably lice in his beard.
You're in theater? He goes, yeah, I'll give you a card. Check it out. Well, he was acting as a priest in some kind of movie. I'm
Really?
like, give me that card. He's not coming back. You know, I mean, we don't do that kind of stuff. But sometimes these weird things happen. So those two stories were the weirdest, really.
Yeah.
Because that's not what we do at the club.
Right.
But we
What's the
encour-
life of a typical person who comes to you?
The life?
Yeah, like what jobs do you that you would come across, or how you would, like the typical person?
Typical person had a corporate job, lost it for reasons of age, for reasons of popularity or jealousy. Okay? And they don't know what to do because that was their life.
For like 10, 15, 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to start all over again.
And then do you coach them in the sense, like, what do you love?
Well,
what
first
are you
of all,
good
yes.
at?
First
how
of all,
can
you
we
meet
network?
everybody and everyone has a story and they tell each other. You know, like, look, I was there. I was there. If they want private coaching, they get private coaching.
Right.
And that's where you sit down. Okay, what do you love? What didn't you like about your last job? What don't you like? What is something you never did in your life? The first project is they have to go do something they never did. Ride a horse. Do an audio tape.
Spank a client.
Well,
Cuddle a client.
Cuddle.
Oh, sorry,
I mean,
cuddle.
something they never did.
Foster care a dog.
Yeah. Like right now, there's an organization in Suffolk County that wants people to train the dogs. There's so many different things.
What is that about?
That's the guy from the Breakfast
The Breakfast Club, right.
The
So
movie. That's him.
So how did you get
Anthony
them?
Michael Hall.
Yeah. So how did you get them, like, what was the event?
We had a big party,
Yeah.
and they came. Him and the other guy came, and the guy from the Italian guy. If you see the picture, it's on there. The
What
Italian guy from that other show.
Let me say.
Well, keep looking. Wait. See, there's Jim Altamori. He sings at the restaurant.
There's Anthony Michael.
There's Anthony Michael Hall. And the guy from that did the video on us that was all about people that lost their jobs, okay? He brought them to our event because
wow.
he was following us for the video. Every time we did something, you know, they brought someone. And he used to say, I want to talk to 20 people that lost their job. And I would set it up at a diner, always at a diner, and we'd do it. And that's how the whole 3 documentaries came into place. And they would go to people's homes and video them to find out how did you lose your job. And they're on our website, all the stories.
Yeah, that's great.
We mentioned Jackie Martling before. He just sent a text asking that we say hello to you for him.
Hello, nice to see you again, or hear you again.
Right.
See, my friend Joanne, she's the one that passed away. She started the club with me, the one in the red.
Right.
And she pushed me to do my first book, and she pushed me to do this book. But she was already gone when I started it. But she's in the book. She wrote 3 stories before
Yeah,
she
that's
passed.
nice. That's great.
And so you just meet. So meeting at the Breakfast Club is free of charge, right?
Well, you have to pay for
Pay
the
for the-
breakfast.
you pay
It's
for the
$20.
breakfast. Right, you pay for the
Between
breakfast.
the breakfast and also all the stuff we give out. You know, we give out a lot of information. Like
Right.
you could go home with a book of things.
Right.
Like last week, we told everybody all about Medicare that they didn't know about, medical plans that they don't even know that they could get, which is much cheaper. Mm-hmm. And we had a speaker do that.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
Patty, the lady in the wheelchair, she's our biggest success story because she's gotten 3 virtual jobs from home because she has MS.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And now she's one of my administrative people that helps me. And, we don't pay her. But she has that experience on her resume. So now she could get a job easier.
Right.
And the
Right.
word philodomo, I don't know if you know what that means.
No, I see it there. I don't
It's
know what
Greek.
it means.
Cologito?
Philodomo.
Oh, Philodomo.
I'm not Greek, but the person that does our website, his name is Chris Vitus. He basically,
I had that once.
yeah, he wanted to bring out Philodomo because that's all about honor, honesty, and doing good by people. And we have a whole video on our website about Philodomo and what it means.
Cologito.
Yeah.
You know who Cologito is, right?
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah, from the Bronx Tale.
Yeah, I love that movie. I
was a
love
great
that play.
movie,
That
right?
was- I love the movie. I've seen it 20 times. And we use the word forget about it a lot.
Forget
Forget
about it.
about
What would
I
you like
use-
better? Would you like better, Goodfellas or Bronx Tale?
The both of the same. I love all those Italian movies.
love
I'm
'em.
just in love with them.
Bronx Tale or Goodfellas or The Godfather?
Goodfellas, The Godfather, I don't like. It's too serious.
Really?
Wow, I've never met an Italian who doesn't like The Godfather.
No,
She likes it. She just likes the other ones more.
Yeah, and
Wow.
basically, I'm on Facebook with this one gentleman who says he's part of The Godfather. I don't know who he is, but he says he's going to make a movie. I'm like, when you make that movie, I'll be the grandmother. Let me know. You know the grandmother when they slice the body up.
Yep.
With
and
the grandmother-
Goodfellas.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be the grandmother.
Joe
When you
Pesci's
When you
mother,
make the
right?
movie, I could do that line. I could be the grandmother.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Be careful.
Nah, it's just a Facebook person.
Yeah, be careful. We've been contacted
mafia.
by people who claim to be something they're
No,
not.
we just laugh. We have so many stories that we laugh about everything in the club. That's the one thing that came out of this club. Laughter is the best medicine.
And that everyone has a
Absolutely.
story.
And not only that, you can make something funny out of something stupid.
Well, that's the story of our life. here.
Right.
Like just the other day, we had a breakfast with the family, and I bought a candle that sings, and it goes, and you sing happy birthday, and it goes around and around. In the diner, they all went nuts. I'm like, shut it off. Shut it off. My nieces took the whole thing apart in the diner. I'm like, this is dysfunctional, what you just did. So I took a picture of it and put it on Facebook. Does anyone know what this is? It was a candle. And we laughed our heads off because they would not want it to play anymore. It's a poor person's birthday.
Yeah.
But that's family.
Yeah.
I don't know if you think it's funny, but
And
I
diners.
thought it was hysterical.
I don't know. I'd have to see the picture.
Well, it's on Facebook.
I'll go look. Well, we're not friends on Facebook.
Well,
We'll have to be friends.
you should friend the Breakfast Club, too.
I will do both.
You'll
And I-
find out a lot of things you didn't know. But originally, this was a job hunting club, and now it's a socialpreneur, job hunting, senior citizen, you name it, we do it.
Yeah, it sounds great.
And one of the groups that I do a lot of this breakfast stuff where you meet other people
Right.
said, you're crazy. You're doing too much. What are you, nuts? And I'm like, you know what? He insulted me.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I am glad that we're doing all this because we're growing.
Right.
And, it's not a bad thing, but sometimes there are some professionals that don't believe in what you do for
Right.
whatever reason. I don't know what it is. But those are the people that you have to put aside and say, you know what?
Fuck them.
Get over it.
Oh,
I don't
get
say
over it.
things like that.
I say it though.
Get over
You
it.
you hire me to say things
Lean
like
a
that.
little bit more this way if you can, because you're getting out of
Oh,
shot.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's almost time to go anyway.
Yeah, it's almost time to go anyway. All right. So, what time is it? Because we got to set up for Felix too, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Let's Eat Long Island is coming up next. So tune in. Stay tuned, everybody, for Let's Eat Long Island. We want to thank Valentina Janik for coming in. That's ValentinaJanik.com. Long Island Breakfast LIBreakfastClub.org.
Long Island.
Long Island BreakfastClub.org. So check those out. That one's to me. That one's
What's your first name?
Eric with a C. To the handsome Eric.
Get up. This is my mantra.
Eric,
Get
oh.
dressed.
And-
Show up. Never give up.
But I don't like getting dressed. I like being naked.
Bad. For me, you have to be dressed.
Oh damn it!
And he was late for you. Did you see that?
Well,
That's not how that's
you know
not how
why
you
I
do
was
it.
late? I was
There's
picking
excuse.
up my son from school. He was taking his final.
Tell that to
My-
corporate
So-
America when
my
you're trying to get
son-in-law
a job.
came to my house on one holiday without a tie. I sent him home.
That's right. See
That's
that?
right. Look
Yeah.
at that. And this is to the ugly Tony,
Tony.
to the hideous Tony. Thank you. This is wonderful. I can't wait to read this.
I hope you like it.
And I'm
I
going to
think you
read
will.
Cindy Martinfeld's thing.
I found
Oh.
Heidi's chapter. I can't wait to read it. I'm gonna read the whole thing. I like this.
I like the short ones. The other
well,
one,
mine,
Yeah, that's
mine
what he
are a
always
little-
says.
My interviews are a little wacky.
your interviews are a little wacky.
You want to read about Smash?
This is going to be fantastic. Now, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, listening. Stay tuned for Let's Eat Long Island with Chef Felix. It's going to be fantastic. He's got some great food always. And we'd like to thank our sponsors. And again, Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. Do you want to see a boring murder mystery?
No.
No, you don't. But if you do, go see the other guys, because that guy will walk in. That crusty old pee pants will walk in and say, "Hey, there's been a murder in the parking lot of a person you never even heard of or saw before. I just walked in here and mentioned their name." Or do you want to get to know the characters? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to laugh? You want to dance? You want to sing? You want to see the murder happen right in front of you? Then you check out KnockemDeadComedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information, of which Anthony will give you details now.
Don't forget June 22nd. We're going to be at the ISA Public Library. doing our game show. It's an afternoon of fun random trivia and some fun party games. Head on over there. Our next Murder Mystery open to the public is July 26th at Frank's Steaks. Then don't forget this Saturday, our own Derek Munisbaugh will be performing at the Hicksville Puppet Theater at 2 p.m. Call 516-932-5469. Let's see. And, of course, looking for a great comedy show this weekend, head on over to one of the 3 Governors Comedy Clubs. Right here at Governors in Levittown. Tonight, the All-Star Comedy Show. Tomorrow night and Saturday, Rob D. Alessandro. Also on Saturday night is Ron Funches, The Little Room here at Governors in Levittown. Hanging Out with Heather this Friday night. Starring John Ziegler and Vinnie Mara. And some other great comedians. Saturday night is the Pride Comedy Show. The Brokerage in Belmore. Tonight, Hank Denson. Tomorrow night, the All-Star Comedy Show. Friday, Enrico Ranella with the Italian Shades of Grey. And Saturday is Maya Di Giorgio. McGuire's in Bohemia. Friday night, one night only with John Botera. And Saturday is the All-Star Comedy Show. And, of course, what was it? Go to govs.com for ticket information, full schedule, everything you need to know. And, of course, govsradio.com. Lots of great shows. Sunday nights at 7, Joey Cola live from Governor's Green Room. Joey is not on this week, of course, because of Father's Day. He'll be back next week. Monday afternoons at 1, Funny Tank. Monday nights at 6:30, Steve Squared. Monday nights at 8, The Wort Show with Mike and Pete or Jam, Joe's Acoustic Mondays. Thursday mornings at 10, Tea Time with Teresa. Tuesday nights at 8. Anthony Rodia in Sorry Not Sorry. Wednesday nights at 7:30, Three's Company. Wednesday nights at 9, Dan Romano Show. Thursday afternoons at 1:30, Let's Eat Long Island. Stay tuned. Felix will be on in a few minutes. And then, of course, tonight at 8, Limo Talk with Graz. And, of course, there's us, the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. We're on every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We thank you guys for the hearts, the likes, the comments, all the support, as always. Again, we thank Valentina Janik, LongIslandBreakfastClub.org, ValentinaJanik.com. The book is From Fire to Freedom. And, of course, there's the Long Island Breakfast Club. Lots of great things happening with them. Tune into our show tomorrow. We have another great author, John Brett, who was with us once before. He's coming back. He wrote a book on Billy Joel. He will be with us tomorrow. We'll be live at 11 a.m. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.